Danielle, you're doing
Tell us
recap.
about your romantic escapades.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Oh, hold up. I need my wine for
No.
this.
Well, nice.
Why?
Because Danielle's, it's going to be this session. I decided because last session, I was wasn't feeling it.
Michael was like, I was not ready to give the little.
No, not that, not that. It's just I was kind of not in a good mood last session. Was kind of
Oh dear.
so the wyvern flight shall be this session.
Yeah, the very long story short is we have a new blossoming romantic interest in the group, and everyone else is being terrible about it.
Hey,
Shining, shimmering,
What
splendid.
else did you expect?
What are you
Case in
talking about?
point.
What are you talking about,
Tell
Danielle?
me,
Everyone else is. Everyone else. I mean, it's Jimmy's Jeb. Let's be honest, it's Jeb.
Yeah, he's like a
No,
protective.
it's as people were being terrible.
Yes, as people,
Not as
you're being
characters, as
terrible.
people were
Your
being
characters
terrible.
are part of you as people. You are therefore also being terrible.
Eh.
I feel like the only two that have some bearing to stand on is Felix and Ashot because they don't speak a lot. It's like, nah.
Yeah, Ashra gets a
Felix
pass.
doesn't
Felix never
speak.
talks, so we don't know.
No, it was like
You two, on the other hand.
I had an
Yeah, just
interaction
like-
with the guy, and it
Yes.
was just like, "What is your relationship?" It's confusing me.
Yeah, just
He saved my life.
interaction
I
upon
love
hearing
her.
just like, oh, he's like kind of for you. It's just like, nah, I'm supporting my boy.
And then they had a great, I think it was a jousting match. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
jousting match.
Jousting match.
Which they managed to tie somehow, so that was impressive.
I was irritated.
Also, Jeb was being a hype man.
Like, you know, we were not cheating at all in any fashion. Ever.
No, we're using it's called
Definitely.
using our
Don't
resources.
fact check us on that. We promise. Trust us. It's okay. That was the main thing I remember happening.
Yeah, that was the majority of it because had to give it to him. Let's
I
see.
remember Jeb standing outside the bushes.
Like that was a joke.
Sure it was.
Let's see.
Because I was in the bushes.
That's what I
Here, 1
said.
second. There it is.
No, I was standing outside the bushes.
No, I said you were
am-
standing outside in the bushes.
You know, this is Brindle's ass. America's ass.
Are we talking about Charming or yourself?
I'm
What?
talking about Captain America's ass.
What?
What?
Why are we talking about ass?
The most
This
important
Chimkin's
intro
good.
here is that I fully predict this is how the entire rest of the session will go, because 2 of us are sick and I don't know, the rest of us
Woo.
are stupid.
You're matching energy.
God.
Imagine-
The
And
energy
I
is
put together an
bad.
entire table, so I am now also very tired.
Slay
apologize,
Queen.
Michael.
Understandable. I mean, understandable.
The vibes are
Because-
wrong, but we play on.
Well, we
Once
play
a
on
week, they are
because
sick.
I mean, I also had a couple of shitty weeks. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So, kind of feel it too. So I understand. All right, but I'm actually looking forward to this. All right.
Alright, Ken Dooku.
Okay.
Same, Evan.
Hey, Evan.
Mm.
You see it on. You see the list at the very top, right?
What
A
list?
list?
What?
It's something that should be in
Oh,
Felix.
Felix constructs.
Yes.
Oh.
Felix can now make lesser constructs.
Ooh.
Mm.
And here I was
Whoa.
looking at the map for a
Yeah.
list of some kind.
Say.
Yeah.
It's like, is there a list somewhere I can look at and not understand?
I should get my plant spreadsheet. There we go.
Lent.
Shit.
Your plant spreadsheet, that's right.
I have a lot of plants.
So Evan, if you need some
Which is
gems,
These constructs are CR 0 to 3.
Oh,
yeah, you can make CR03.
Oh.
but CR3 takes like 9 months to make.
Oh,
So,
understandable.
You say that as though we haven't been casually taking like a year of downtime.
yeah,
We still got
still have
another
about a year
year,
left.
don't we?
exactly. But
Mhm.
Or we're
which
taking 2
is-
years.
Yeah, we
Yes.
were taking 2 years, were we?
We're
Nice,
at
really rich.
7 months left of what I need.
Yeah.
7 months. Okay, so I have enough to make a CR2.
All right. Let's see. Actually, let's start us off with probably the one that a couple of us have been anticipating. Probably Ethan, to make fun of.
If there's
Whoa, 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 whoa! No, I am the hype man.
Are
Get it
you?
right.
You're an awfully murdery hype man.
Well, yeah, what else are hype men good for?
I am.
Those are
the
hitmen!
hype man. Yeah.
See, actually, I forgot.
I will be squeaking a lot today. My
Who
voice.
I told you.
Territory.
Squeak, squeak.
Does twink apply if I'm not a man?
I
And
think
even
the
then, I
gender
don't
is
think
the
I'm
term.
built like a twink anymore. Estrogen made me gain
I
10
often
pounds.
associate with if someone is scrawny. That's how I associate it.
Yeah.
Oh, spirits.
let's see. All right. And when first thing you notice when you get into flight is that Sir Lothar gets a lot more comfortable, and you do see him take off his gauntlets, which is surprisingly because you see his full hand now, his full arms actually. This is the first time you actually fully seen his entire arms,
Ooh.
and you see that there are burns all over them.
Ooh.
And he, after taking off that, he takes off his helmet, and when based off of your perception before, you start to see a lot more scars than far off, and some things you can tell that he was patching up. Effectively, he's trying to gauge what's your emotion about these. Do you how would you see them? Do you see them as ugly? He's trying to gauge that when he takes those off.
It's more just a brief reaction of, oh shit, he almost died.
See,
Scars are hot.
Hey, Jeb has them, and he has a girl.
Like, I've not mentioned it, but Zeph does as well.
But no, she's not reacting like she sees them as ugly or anything like that. Just like, oh shit.
Wait, no reaction. I'll shut up now.
Will you though?
as as the flight continues, and when he starts it off by really saying, Lady Enwin, I'm pretty sure you've seen most of the bouts of today. And I'm pretty sure you've seen that one between Ostrad and that knight from Rest. What was his name, Adrian?
I think so, yes. Seem to have some sort of vendetta.
I will tell you this. Many, many months back, I felt similar to him. This kind of awful feeling. This, say, lack of one myself. I have probably almost lost myself. And through great sadness of much loss in the past few years in my family, I took up a job this past winter after I bought the potions from you. And it was hasty. I had to defend by myself without my warriors. I took a job where I had to defend a caravan between the Witchwood and the Wormsmoke Mountains. I was ambushed by 2 chimeras.
Ooh.
I would have died, Lady Anwin, if it wasn't for your potions. My mighty wyvern would have also perished in that battle as well if it wasn't for them.
Well, I'm incredibly glad you're alive.
And I'm ever thankful for you, Lady Anwin.
You're most welcome.
Alright. And Anwin.
I mean, the wyvern. Shut up, Jeff.
Also, Danielle, do you see in Brindle NPCs?
Yes, I do.
Yes. There is a list of things he likes. There are things he dislikes. His family, and well, his living family.
Geese.
Yes,
Geese?
yes, he hates geese.
Oh, he hates geese. I
passion.
thought he liked geese.
He
Okay,
hates-
that's
He hates
okay.
geese.
That's understandable.
That was just the first thing I saw. Was just geese.
Yes.
I mean, fair. But...
Fair. Geese are bitches.
Everything else seems like perfectly reasonable. It's just geese.
Geese is
I
reasonable.
love that so much.
What else is on there? I'm curious.
Can you not see it?
I don't
No,
know.
it's only for you. It's only for you, Anwin.
Apparently, he also doesn't like rainy days, which is someone who flies around a lot makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He likes wyverns. Gee, shocking.
Shocking. Shocking. I was gonna put that behind me. Shockingly, he likes wyverns.
Shockingly.
Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? The entire family that's built off a wyvern, built off a wyvern knighthood is likes wyverns.
What's his wyvern's name?
Let's see. Let's see. Sparadrax.
Cool name.
Yeah.
And also, Anwin?
No, it's not Placidus Axe.
Citizen X, God.
This sex is scary, man.
No.
He's got laser beams.
Let's see.
Oh no, we brought it back.
You're crossing
There we go.
dragons. I need to be right back. I'm fucking cold.
Let's see. Actually, Anwin, during this entire flight, there's a couple of things he also points out. He points out what looks like to be a large, more or less, a large fortress built into the side of a, more or less, a solo standing mountain. Basically, about
What?
effectively a small mountain, like basically the bare minimum to count as a mountain.
Is there a
1,000
dragon in
feet.
it?
There is a small fortress in the side of it, and it is right here on the side of Brindle. And that is his fortress.
Did you make a mountain?
I did not.
Everyone's trying to figure out how she managed to miss an entire mountain near the side of town.
Let's see.
Oh god, it's the Mystery Mountain meme.
It gets up and walks away.
What happened to the mountain?
I love that. It's so funny.
See. Oh yeah, that is the image I fucking lost.
Oh.
Rip.
No, his fortress is the one image I lost because
Oh.
for some
Lost
reason.
the cool fortress art. How could
Yes,
you?
because for some reason the transition, Danielle, did not work good. It would always terrible, terrible resolution, and I for some reason could not find another one.
No, I hate that.
Yeah. Yes.
Posting images in 240p, unacceptable.
Yes.
Jail for 1,000 years.
Into the low res dungeon for you.
Yes.
The rats eat your polygons.
But as you guys touch down, and he does wish to walk around with you, do
Alright.
you? So Jed,
Yeah, sorry. Let me turn off the curse you bail. Egon voice on. Continue.
um,
Amon and Lothar see a suspiciously shaped bush following them around.
From the
In the
ground.
sky?
from the,
Slash clip. You just ascend and
I'll say like this.
Just a
I
nice
meant
living
after we
bush.
landed, but whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna imagine it from this is from Jed's perspective. You just saw
No.
Lothar after the joust immediately go up to Lady Anwin, ask her something, and those two go off, and then you just see a wyvern fly off. About 2 hours later, it comes back, sits down, and those two are walking around.
Why
Wait,
is
let me
it so jiggly?
I don't know.
don't know. No, Jeb is just the mossy charger from Hollow Knight.
Alright, everyone, jump.
Jeb, the first 2 hours. Jeb looks up. See the takeoff. Does like the little short breathing through his nose, and he's just relaxes his shoulders, and he's just, I can take him, and he walks away.
You just see Alicia look at you, kind of be like, just stand there and actually pause, and yet you see her actually think for a second, and kind of nod, and nod in
Yeah.
agreement. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, he just walks away. Just to go to his soup stand because now Owen's gone. Now somebody has
Zeph
to
will
run it.
notice, but mind his own damn business.
Yes.
You
Yes,
can't
I hope you will
look
not
at
fail in
Alicia.
your entrepreneurial duties without me.
Yes. Well, I have Alicia with me now, so.
Yes.
I'm still out tackling
it's-
We're
fools.
replacing each other.
Actually, as well. Jeb, can you roll me 2d100?
Okay. I can open your eyes. Come on, roll. 93.
93.
In total, you get
Oh shit, math.
you get 158 gold from your soup stand. So
Nice.
Hey!
that's from that. And actually, Anwin, our quick question, Danielle. Would Anwin be looking at any magical item and or mundane item?
Oh god, I was not expecting that question. I don't know. Let me think about it for a second.
All right.
Decanter of endless water. For no particular reason.
Who would that even be here? Probably not.
Nope. Not at all.
Yeah.
Wait. I was thinking about that.
Like
Uh,
an item of free water
Well-
is not going to be available commonly.
let's see.
What rarities?
When we need one, we have a river.
Indeed.
Let's see. And hey, Josh.
Yeah?
My buddy Josh. Can you roll me 5d20?
Get a nat
Or-
20, you found yourself with a suitor.
Or 1D100.
No. It's not even that. It's gonna be well, let's just say Ashran has been accumulating some fans.
Ooh.
And
You have groupies.
Groupies.
Groupie.
no groupies, more or less. This is all the gifts he's gotten.
Oh.
And all right. See.
Oh, get out of my room, Nat. Bitch. Yes, I 100% flexed my muscles when I said bitch to the Nat.
Oh my god.
That was flying around my room.
Congratulations.
I am just superior.
Certainly something, bud.
You know me, macho man, a variant
Randy
kid.
Savage.
Randy Savage. Mhm. It's born to yeah.
Huh?
I'm getting there. Just hold on.
Mm,
Where are you going?
Oh, sure, this is what you get.
Ooh, alcohol.
I hear
Osharod's getting lit.
You
Brandy.
do.
What? Huh?
Full on brandy. God damn.
Oshrat is
And your friends like you.
still generally confused by this practice, but I think he's getting a little bit more used to things. So he's just like, that's nice.
Hmm.
Nice thing to drink. He'll probably share it at like dinner,
Cool.
and when people just, if anyone were to ask him, he's just like, person gave it to me.
A person gave it to you.
You know, like elbowing off. Ladies man over here. Oh look,
What?
Josh, it's a joke.
Oh,
It's a joke.
aha!
Alright, let me add the 86 gold into our stores.
Let's see.
Haha.
Haha.
Nerds.
That's so
And
good,
also,
Josh.
Ashrad, there's something as well you notice. You notice as well, Ashrad, there is children running around with toy knights. And you see a couple of them that have some armor dress look like yours.
Oh god, he's got action figures.
The first G.I. Joe action figure. It's G.I. Osh.
I
Nerd.
think that tugs on his heart like a little bit,
Aw.
but his expression of what that means is just a little weird, and that he just stares at the little figure while the kid is running around playing with it. And he's just confused by what he's feeling.
Fair.
He's like, oh god, what is this?
Like, if you
Oh,
saw a
God.
child running
Is
around
this-
with a tiny
is this
plastic version of you, would you be
happiness?
freaked out?
Am I being civilized?
What's this? What's this?
Am I being
Floating in the air. What's this?
Wallow in self-pity.
Am I being domesticated?
Am I being domesticated? No, that's what happened to Jeb.
We're both
Fair.
being domesticated. You're the
Yeah.
cat. You're the dog way. I'm the cat way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Yeah, I was just Grinch, but the heart is growing slightly.
The heart's going wrong.
It's not 3 sizes, but you know, it's a few sizes.
You just better not let it implode.
It's at least bigger. It's at least bigger than the last time we saw it. All right, so
Talk about
Danielle,
stuff. Mm.
have you thought of anything? Or would
Oh,
she
she's
not-
looking. If she's looking for anything, it'd probably be something to try and get to being able to make superior healing potions.
Oh shit.
The plants for it, recipes, equipment, whatever it would be.
See, how much time does this man have free? See. 1 second. Just need to double check that. Yeah, you can go on a quest.
Oh god.
Danielle, what you're asking for? Many a couple of your maybe your colleagues will tell you. One of the most common things that can make them are found many times in dragon caves.
God damn it.
That kind of healing potion materials are found in dragon caves.
The dwarves killed
The next
all
question
those.
is-
That's
I was gonna say,
true.
the next question is:
Are
is
there any
dragons left? Oh no!
Suffering from success.
There's a couple of them
He said
left.
in the caves. He didn't say it had to have dragon in it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why Lothar's actually thinking about it. He's like,
Bruh.
the dwarves killed a few of them off.
I can capitalize on this.
If it means take a warmer heart, yes.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Is he telling her about this, or is he just thinking this?
He's thinking of this.
Okay. She'll contentedly browse then.
Yes. See.
Going through the market. Here's soup. Get your soup.
And
Zeph
We
just
got
comes
the
by,
famous-
inhales a bowl of soup, and then just runs off to tackle someone else.
He looks at Alicia. Is it famous? Can I say famous?
Yeah.
Alright.
she's
Famous
kind
soup of Brindle.
Okay, we can stop for dinner.
Soup. I don't know if I like this. Soup. Get your soup.
after a while, I bet Lisa will take over. We'll just be like, no, I understand, honey, I understand.
Okay.
Oh, they got
Soup.
Yes.
So
Felix.
sad.
Also, Felix,
Yeah.
your let's just say your mech has taken some interest by a couple of people.
Oh Lord, Gundam's about to get invented.
As
Oh God, I hope it's not an Evangelion level.
Oh, God.
Showing these
Please,
things.
no.
no, okay, Jesus Christ, you built something cool, man.
Do
I know.
not build Evangelion.
But Felix, you see what looks like to be a messenger. Cool too.
It's a Skyrim courier.
Oh,
thank
God.
him, give him at least 4 copper.
Something about your inheritance.
And then read the scroll.
Your construct is still in warranty.
It's a note with just a black hand that says "We know."
Oh, God.
Actually, it states, "Dear Felix, Lord Giard has taken interest in your construction constructs.
Oh.
Fuck, I knew your royalty's gonna be knocking on the door.
Oh, shit, they're gonna steal your work.
He would like to
Should've
make
gotten that
a
patent.
few proposals if you are willing to come." And we have-
Why do I feel like this is Amazon?
Uh,
Wanting to buy a prototype and I don't want to give it to them.
Damn, he was gonna actually try to make you like one of his guys, my guy.
Hey, this is me thinking.
Fair.
No, we're all just dumb bitches today.
Because there's doomers. Alright.
I'm not. I'm not.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
To be fair, a lot of
Yes.
doom happens to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, it is stating that he would like an audience.
But what
With you.
vision with the angel still
Mm.
hasn't resolved
Like to meet
itself.
you.
Oh, I'll have to adjust the party on this, or at least tell Lyman about this. He says to himself, and then goes back into his house.
Alright.
The introvert
true
retreats
gnome.
into his hidey hole. For he has been
Do you-
noticed too much.
He's like the groundhog, only comes out like once a year.
he comes out once a year, does his cool things. Fucking
I need to roll a wisdom thing. Can I roll a wisdom really quick?
Why are
sure,
you rolling
sure.
a wisdom?
16. Okay, he doesn't go full paranoid.
Oh god.
God.
He's like, I need to build a
Roll for psychosis.
I need to build a fail save in case this guy fucking goes rogue.
Fucking puts a shotgun at the door.
No, he's like, I don't want to strap this delayed fireball into this thing in case it has to.
Huh?
You ever heard of a
Rogue.
dead man switch? That sounds a lot easier.
What?
Basically.
Evan, this is not tech. Okay, this is not tech.
What did I just come back to?
Don't worry about it.
Why are we
It's
talking
hard
about
to
dead man
explain.
switches?
Felix is afraid of his creations. He's afraid
Felix
Skynet's
got
gonna
noticed
exist.
by
Lord
Mr.
Giard
Giard.
is inviting me because he's taking an interest in my mech, and I asked Michael if I could roll a wisdom to make sure I'm not going paranoid and wanting to build dead man switches into these things in case he goes rogue.
Okay. First off, you only asked for a wisdom. You only asked for a wisdom check in the first place.
Yeah, you
only
didn't
asked
say
for a
what it
wisdom
was
check.
for.
You added everything else
I
after
asked,
that.
and then I announced it.
Yes.
In his defense, you didn't ask him why.
Yeah, you just said, "Can I roll a wisdom?"
And he said, sure.
Fair enough. Good.
Why are you leaving major character decisions to wisdom? Just random rolls.
Sometimes
do what
the
I do,
chaos is funny.
Make absolute horrible decisions that pays off in later campaigns.
I know, but I don't want to
Do what I do. Run your mouth until consequences come for you.
Oh God! Don't do that! Don't do that!
Damn,
Uh,
I'm trying to make like the fucking wholesome campaign.
Yeah!
Yeah.
We're all just
Oh,
traumatized by
if
Josh.
it's wholesome,
I didn't do nothing.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
did.
did.
You did everything.
if it's wholesome, then I'm throwing caution out of the wind.
I'm building
Maybe
the kill
don't
switches.
do
I'm
that.
killing Lord Gilliard.
No.
This dead man switch ignites a delayed fireball.
Okay.
As if any of us could cast delayed fireball.
It'll
You're
You're
be
the
can't
only
create
full
it.
caster here.
yeah, I'll well before the courier leaves, I'll have him wait outside while I go write up like, hey Wyman, you know,
Hey girl.
come by. Hey
Hey,
girl, I
girl.
need you to come by the house so we can
You want the Lord to come
discuss a meeting with Lord Giard. I'm trying so hard not to call him Lord Gizzard.
Lord
Hey,
Guitar.
Mr. Gizzard.
But yeah, I'll send a have the messenger send the
Lord
message
Van
to
Halen.
I ain't
Wyman.
even
Fucking-
making. I'm not
Where
even
did
a
that
DM.
come
You're
from?
making fun of the names I made.
Fucking
You can't escape us.
Giard revokes all citizenship.
It's
Fuck
just a
that,
thing with
Lions.
playing with this
Exiled.
group is that names will be made fun of.
God.
Hey, at least we haven't named anyone blank adjective bitch in this campaign yet.
You guys haven't done that in so long, and I'm so proud of you.
Whoa.
We're just waiting to find out who deserves it.
Oh yeah. It's quite the title to be labeled as bitch.
It's
Yeah.
an honor.
Of the hill people, what?
See,
God,
that's what made me feel old.
What?
shut the fuck
What are
up,
you, what are
Evan.
you talking about?
God damn it!
It's an SNL skit.
Get the fuck out of Get the fuck out of here with that. All right. Let's see. Anything else?
Yeah, that's what I do. Um, and I'll probably just wait for Wyman's response.
Um, after you send out the messenger, comes the messenger doesn't come back, but a paper bird does, and it says, "I'll be there in 20 minutes."
Bird.
This is really the same, just the equivalent of like texting people that you're in the same house as.
Yeah. I'm coming over. As he's walking over, he sent that.
I start panicking and start cleaning up.
Oh god.
Me.
Me.
Prestidigitating all these melted candle waxes on the tables, or
God, prestidigitation would be such a
coffee
helpful
on
spell.
scroll papers.
I've been scrambling for like 3 days because I thought my parents were coming down tomorrow. Turns out Dad's sick and now they're not.
Oh.
Damn.
Like, goddamn it.
Goddamn it, old man. Fucking.
I have a cake in the fridge now. I don't know what to do with it.
I'll take it.
God,
No,
you're sick.
I'm not coming near you. You have the COVID.
You can just leave it at my door.
No.
You're sick. But yes, he won't show up in 20 minutes.
I want a cake.
I'm assuming you're just gonna clean up the place.
That's basically what I'm doing. And
I want
if you
cake
want,
now.
you can skip to the next person for the time being. Well, I actually think of shit to say.
All right. Anwin.
Yes.
Lothar invites you and everyone effectively you, Oshrod, and effectively everyone associated with you guys to essentially a celebration to for his and Oshrod's victory. I'd say because he also stated he would like Oshrod also there.
All right, for party
You might have to
time.
drag him kicking and screaming to a party, but he'll come.
Depends on the party.
It will be in an open location, so if he wants to leave, whenever.
It'll be in a public place, so he's sure we're not going to murder him.
Yes. To make sure he. I mean, it's on. It's just make sure.
Just let him case the joint. It'll be fine.
Yeah. In all honesty, yeah.
Yeah.
We see him lurking around, just don't be concerned, he just does that.
Yeah, I mean,
Let him case the joint and make sure he brings his own flask, and you're fine.
yeah.
Why is my opponent inviting me to a party after we tied? He's trying to poison me.
Poison.
Look, he's absolutely going to have that reaction, so just be prepared.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Fair enough. Fair enough for Asherad. For Asherad, no, that's definitely fair because you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But
No, not that song. Go away.
What song?
you
It
get it.
was the Cyberpunk Edgerunners opening.
Uh-oh.
All right, Evan.
Is it too much of a bop, or is it gonna spark tears?
What do you?
Tears.
Hmm.
You have to
Yeah.
watch the entirety of the show just to feel that sadness.
Oh dear.
So
You
I
need
have,
to watch it.
20 minutes later. Also, sorry about that, Ethan. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, it was nothing related to the campaign at all.
Okay. But yes, Wyman's at your house, Felix. As you hear a knock on your door.
Okay. Uh, he takes
That
a deep
too is my
breath and then he
response
opens
to
the
hearing
door.
knocks at my door.
Literally, my first instinct is to look out the window first before opening the door.
Is that not what everyone does?
Please tell me he has a step stool.
No, it's enough for me to actually look out.
On
It's
tippy
a
toes.
It's short enough.
it's fucking it's like low on the door.
I
God.
have a trap door for me to peek out of. Yeah, I open the door. I take a deep breath and then I open the door and say, "Wait a minute. We may have a business proposal from royalty, and I am not gonna lie. I am panicking the fuck out. Excuse me for my language."
Understandable, as he just also just staying there, like, because he also got, as he's holding me, a very similar letter.
Oh
He's like,
shit!
No.
understandable. Um,
Do you want to come in for tea while we discuss what to do going forward?
yes.
Is
And
Felix British?
not panic. People can have
Literally, my
tea and not be
go-to for
British.
non-alcoholic drinks is tea.
Yep, Felix is British.
You can have
Tea
tea and
fixes
not be
everything.
British.
Hey, he drinks iced tea, not hot tea on summer days.
I literally almost went, oh, so he's gay then.
No, no, he's not.
I know.
Just had to look in the backstory.
The fact that you have to look in the backstory to ensure that your character is
You'd think you'd know.
all right, but yes,
I want to know if it was in the backstory if you just looked.
No, it's always been there.
so his basically Wyman just starts that by saying, "So, what do you think, Felix? Besides freaking out."
Well, I want to take up the offer, but at the same time, I want to keep the designs original to my father's image while kind of upgrading it with newer versions. Should I take up this offer?
Okay. Okay. I mean, I feel like more or less he might be offering us part as advisors, I think. And maybe it sounds more or less he might buy some creations off of us. Base base out nothing, no patents, I don't believe. At the moment doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, but I want to keep it strictly around the workforce, but it having a combat mode just in case the town gets invaded. Uh, I doubt that will happen, but I want to be safe.
I feel like he would be down for that. And I feel I feel like he probably that might be a reason why he reached out to us. I feel like would be for defense.
Yeah. Do you know of any way I can get this in a legal form to where my name sticks to this creation and it cannot be tampered with and I cannot be sued for it?
I'm pretty sure we can go to him with a petition when we do meet him.
All right, because I would like to patent this thing.
Okay, Brindle's first patent.
Giant mecha robot.
You're gonna be
Brindle's first
you're gonna be
patent.
responsible for us having lawyers. I hope you're okay with that.
The first patent is just the beginning of iRobot.
Oh god.
No.
Okay,
Okay. I'll have to go find a good outfit if we're gonna go meet with him.
Yeah. So are you guys you can go meet with him?
Yeah.
All right. So you get to Giard's court. At this time, it only seems to be Giard, his advisor Jerome, and at the time, two knights. But once you two come into the room, the two knights step out. As Lord Giard looks up from his chair, looks at you. Hello, Felix. Lyman.
Good evening, my lord. Wait, what day is it? Or what time of day is it?
Evening.
Evening? Good evening, my lord.
And he's good. All right.
Gandalf should be Michael on that one.
It's implied.
Good. That is fair. That is fair. But yes. Sorry about that. I just had to
Apologies,
look at
didn't
the
mean to
name.
distract.
Oh no, understood. It wasn't mean. Felix. Lyman. I, in all my years as Lord Brindol, I've not seen such great artificery, and or arcane works of constructs. In this region of Brindle, I've not seen that. But yet, within the last, as he looks down, kind of around last year, you two have showed up and have started making a lot more, let's say, commotion in many academic circles. I, as Lord of Brindle, wish to see my people secure, and I wish to see less of my young men dead. I am looking to you two and wondering if there is some way you can make some type of construct that could help in the defense of Brindle. Uh,
Oh, I actually need to take actually need to export these images really quick.
You're doing.
Okay. So well, sir, I have the one that was shown at the festival. That is a base prototype.
mm,
I am working on a second version that's primarily for um while it can fit, what is it? It can fit a maximum of, excuse me. A maximum of two medium creatures, or actually one medium creature or two smaller individuals. But it should have a sort of a basket in the back of it to carry troops, especially those injured, within the walls of Brindol. Where should I upload this in Brindle art? So, basically the left one, the left image is the one that was shown at the festival. The right one is the troop one.
Oh, cool.
And he's basically just lays out those two scrolls blueprint.
And can you make multiple of these?
It. I looked to Wayman. It took the better part of a year for the base prototype. I mean, we can certainly try to make the second one, but that one does not have any offense capabilities. It's primarily used for troop transport.
Well, that's when Wyman kind of steps forward and says, "Well, my friend, I have come into, let's say, possession of a workbench that will help us out in building of constructs."
Can it be moved and carried?
What, the workbench?
Yes.
No, but it is also in Wyman's workshop.
Oh, okay.
Stick the workbench in your pocket.
Well, he was literally gonna put it in his lamp,
That's fair.
just so he doesn't have to do the hassle of um hopping into this thing, going in, putting the lamp down, and then putting it into it, and then getting out and getting out of the lamp.
Yes, but he does have a workbench.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
crafted.
yeah, I'll have to figure out how to use that thing, and then we can, like, does the finger guns awkwardly says, "Try it out."
Yeah. Eh, But yes,
This is just the Valheim tech tree.
but yes, we. But Wyman does say to Lord Yard, I believe with my workbench, we should be able to get some form of either this or something similar to some type of similar creation made.
Very well. What is to you, Lord Giard? What are you wanting for us to create?
Let's see. He looks over at Wyman and asks Wyman, what type of creatures can he make with that? As Wyman pulls out another folder of other blueprints, Felix, so you can tell that are of creatures.
Yeah.
Are very similar creatures, and he just pulls it all out and says some things like this, and he pulls out some that look, I won't say exactly like yours, but you can tell it's a lot more construct based, like similar to yours.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also make some like these. He says, as it is a lot more basic, simple creatures that you can tell are being made. You can make with these, like very like creatures that only have like maybe a couple of purposes. A horse, you can make. You can make a bird. You can make a messenger bird. Stuff like that. You can make with that at this current moment with the workbench. So yeah, you can just make beasts, any beast type. Yeah, beast and construct type. Yeah, no, I just put should have just been yeah, beast or construct type. But yes, you can make CRs 0 to 3, a beast or construct based sheets.
Hmm. Looks like the only problem is that we can make up to huge.
Do it, make a Thor.
Oh, we're building a dreadnought.
Make a scarab.
Let's see.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm for big ass mech.
Let's see.
Just make a freaking AT or ATS here, whichever one it is.
It,
Scarab better.
Let's see.
I'll go with
What?
Scarab.
Oh wait. Oh,
I said scarabs are better.
They
Wait,
probably
Gale,
are.
Gale, which
I don't
Halo
have
game
enough
did you finish?
experiences with scarabs to know for sure.
Gale, how many Halo games have you finished?
One.
Hold on.
One? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry
I
about
still
that.
need to
Evan.
finish too.
It was only meant to be large, not
Oh,
huge.
large.
No, give us the scarab.
Why?
I want to
Because
be
then-
invincible.
Cause fuck that, Danielle. Fuck that.
Aren't scarabs like massive though?
Yes.
They're
Yes.
Would that not be
I'm
gargantuan?
pretty sure that's a gargantuan, but even so.
Yes.
It's okay, fine. Scorpion.
Fine.
Okay. Isn't that still
Scorpion.
gargantuan, but just less gargantuan?
That's
No,
just
that's
tank
huge.
sized.
Pretty
Yeah,
huge.
isn't tank still like gargantuan size?
I would put it in a huge category.
Hmm.
If giants are not gargantuan, tanks are not.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. But
I want
yes.
a banshee so bad.
Oh,
Oh,
Banshee
hell
would
yeah,
be
same.
cool.
Yes,
Don't
you
let
can
me
make
drive
those.
it though.
Um.
I'm terrible with Banshees.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, sure, it'll cut down the production time. But gathering the materials, that might take a while. 'Cause, the only thing I'm good at is with these things. Plus, that is tinkering supplies. Anything blacksmithing, that's out of my league, unless there's a highly skilled blacksmith that's willing to teach me how to forge metals.
Wait for what? Hold on. You
The
lost
armor
me
plating,
at
of course.
you lost me at resource gathering resources and turned to we need a blacksmith to teach me how to make metals to
Yeah.
to make things. Okay, just making sure. All right. Um. Well, Wyman looks at himself. Looks at you. Looks at himself.
That's why I'm into blacksmith.
Yes,
Ooh.
I'm
Oh.
trained.
And his intelligence is 12. It
That
finally,
rip.
if there was a spectral light bulb, it finally turned on.
Good job.
Dude. Hmm. But yes, Lord Giard is willing to actually He's asking how powerful can he make it?
Let me look at the thing.
Fucking laser beams on its head.
I think this one's in Tasha's. Come on. Bard. It's technically using the dancing item stat block.
Mhm.
The most they can do is like a power force slam or force empowered slam.
You're making a
Well,
Jedi?
well,
What?
no.
Or
Evan,
what is
Evan,
he? What
Evan,
is he
Evan,
implying?
My brain just
Evan,
came
Evan.
back to that.
I think you're getting a couple things wrong.
Oh,
He's they're implying they're going to use the workbench that makes an actual construct,
oh, okay.
and seeing as Felix actually made an actual damn robot, part of a robot that he controls, you know, it's basically being like, hey, Felix, are you good to actually use your designs by using this workbench?
Oh, I you'll probably have to at least try to recreate it with the workbench.
Yeah, he's. I mean, Lyman's down. It's just more or less how much are you, what C are you willing to offer to Lord Giard? How well are you
I
trying to
I
how
am
well are you
going.
trying to buy this to sell this up?
What's your pitch?
What's my what's my phone? Shit. Oh, my one. I'm trying to finesse this guy with my one business class knowledge. Uh, he will probably entice him with. Let's see. He'll probably propose CR1 for now.
Hmm. Hmm.
Lord Giard will
Do I have to
remember
roll
this.
for persuasion?
How much are you? He looks at you and just asks, well, it's probably not going to be. I'm pretty sure Felix and Wyman didn't just say CR1. They probably just told him about this powerful and
E.
kind of set a creature around there. But he looks at you and Wyman and asks, "Where does the baseline start?" You guys got me intrigued.
Uh,
As he's now just like reclining, as he's kind of like waiting for your answer of how much are you gonna try to off? How much are you bringing to the table? Or
like how
yeah,
big of a construct?
how much you want from it? How much you want
Oh,
for the construct? I'd say. Sorry about that.
in Felix's mind, he's going, well, I'll highball it first and then lower it so it seems reasonable.
And
Okay.
keep in mind, this thing is probably worth 5 or 6 regular guards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't tire out either
Yeah.
for working or for whatever, and it's also rare.
Yeah.
Extremely
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
It
rare.
makes you look fancy.
fancy. He will.
As actually, Wyman bends down to you, kind of bends over and says, kind of looks interested in that, but 10 times the price.
10 times the price of a CR1. Okay. 6,000 gold, sir.
Oh my. Um, roll me persuasion.
Shit. I knew I should have made a kind of mo of potential on myself. Oh,
That's
That's
better
pretty
than I
good.
thought you'd
That's
roll.
perception.
Oh.
That's perception.
oh, perception. My
That's
bad.
percent.
I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
I
Oh
was
no.
going. I was,
Perception.
I was looking at my check marks. Oh, it's still good.
Hey.
Damn, good job.
Good job.
yeah, he's a bar.
The way I just accepted it, just
He's
like,
a
oh yeah,
bard.
that's persuasion. I have no brain.
You say this creature of with this creature, how many men do you think? How many men's lives do you think it will save if I put this creature out there instead of my men?
One of the designs that Felix is looking at is a design that looks similar to a brown bear. He says, this one, maybe 4 to 5 guards.
I don't know
As
why this exists.
actually, there's.
What the fuck?
Hold on,
I
give me one
don't
second.
know.
What the fuck is that?
I just looked up bear robot, and it was the second thing that came up.
Sorry about that. But you actually, Felix. He looks around and says, as he looks down and look and like you see him hold a pendant, open it up, hold like basically put his hand on one little tiny thing. You see one tear roll down his face, but then you just see him shake it off. He looks up at you, Felix, and says, "Have 5,000."
Did I miss something? Why he crying?
Is he selling off his prized possession?
No, 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 no. It's not that. It's just you saw that when he stated when he's when he talked about how many men that can save.
Oh, okay. I thought he was selling like a family heirloom just to pay for one construct. And I was like,
No, 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 no,
Probably the
no.
richest man in the
It's
city.
it's
okay.
I'm pretty sure Josh knows because he wrote into this guy, but he wants
Who'd you
some
murder,
very
Josh?
dear. His son.
Oh, okay.
That's surprising.
Mm, sure.
Holds out his hand.
Sure.
I would have gone with 5,500, but seeing that tier, screw it.
5,000
Now
is still
that's
a lot.
Yeah,
now
it's
that's
5,000 still a
legit.
lot.
It's like
All right.
almost doubling what we have.
The,
Literally, I didn't know if dinosaurs were an option in this because he was gonna choose a dinosaur.
is it a beast?
Is it considered a beast?
Yeah, beast.
But it was
We've seen plenty of dinosaurs already in this campaign.
Yeah.
It was gonna be
All
these
from-
guys.
Oh, fuck yeah, Archie? Hell yeah, he's coming back?
Archaeopteryx.
Archie!
Archie!
Oh, for Archie!
Let's hope he doesn't die again.
If he doesn't die brutally this time.
I mean, the equivalent, the Brindle's equivalent of speeder bikes. It'll probably be these guys.
God. So, yeah. Alright, so that's actually, and when the thing Lothar, the party Lothar invited you to was effectively the next day. So Felix, fully agreeing on 5,000.
Yep.
Alright.
I
You
looked
got a
at
contract.
Well, we better start constructing this thing.
Yeah. He just looks back at you. Yeah.
I pat the lamp on the side of my hip. I go, I brought my house with me.
Us?
What? Well, I was just thinking, what?
My house,
Exactly what?
This has the mech in there too.
What?
What?
Look what you've done, Felix.
You broke him.
It's just he's more confused of like, is this your magical abilities?
Yeah.
Magical item? Okay, making sure. You gotta make sure nowadays, you know,
Yeah, that's fair.
as
Sometimes
he's like
people
pointing
are
over to like
weird.
the witchwood. So, some things as you point over to the witchwood area. Yeah. But so the next day, you guys are invited to a party. Everyone.
Oh.
Start rounding up the crew, I guess. I'll take everyone with me and then we'll go see Asherod. Assuming, of course, everyone else wants to go to said party.
Yeah.
Jeb.
Like
Jeb make an
Lothar's
appearance.
party, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Zeph's always up for drinking with his buddies.
I thought you were gonna say this always up for drinking.
That's what I thought too.
No, not quite.
I was like, damn, okay.
Not quite.
I don't think it's gonna take this much of a toll
That's
on Zeph
after
this early.
Vinavi leaves home.
Yes. God.
Especially
I'll
after
grab a
Vinavi
couple of my
disappears.
bottles of mead to bring to the party. I'm polite to come empty-handed, you know?
Alcohol.
I will not let Zeph drink it all on the way, apparently.
No, as a person, I'm just. My energy is
party for?
dying quickly.
What was that?
What is this party for?
Lothar's invited us to a party to celebrate you two's collective victory.
What does he want?
To
To
celebrate.
For what purpose?
What purpose do you have other than celebration?
Celebration comes with purpose, doesn't it?
We're gonna go kill this man.
What?
No, we are
No.
not.
Jeb looked down like, Felix, what the fuck are you saying?
That was sarcastic.
To
Tone, motherfucker,
create-
tone.
Jesus, Felix, what the hell is wrong
Oh,
with you?
motherfucker.
Tone,
If you do need a
motherfucker.
reason,
Thank
can
God,
treat it-
Felix. Oh,
you
sorry.
can
sorry
treat it
about
as another successful festival.
But he is no lord of a region.
Do you need to be?
Festivals are to raise spirit for all incoming hardship. What is this for?
Having fun with friends?
To have fun,
Getting
you
to
need
know each
have
other
fun.
better?
Then he seeks alliance.
Oh,
I
hold on, what was
mean,
that
we're
bit
all
about fun?
generally part of Brindol. Working together is in our collective best interest.
Does he hold any bitterness in his heart for Ty?
Not that I could tell.
Ammon? No, not at all.
No, no. I think it's a genuine offer.
I will trust you on this.
Yay, party!
What was the thing Oshvad said about, like, fun? I didn't quite catch it.
I don't recall saying anything about fun.
Well, what did you respond to my thing saying, like, just like, oh, it's just a fun time kind of deal?
I don't think he responded to it other than saying that there is no fun without purpose.
Ah, that was it. We'll work on that.
I mean, fair enough. There's no point. Yeah, I can definitely see Oshard's point.
Yeah.
Let's see. Second. All right. All right. Before we continue, I will call a 10-minute break.
Cool.
All right.
Back to D&D stuff.
Yeah, happens like every other week.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's got the biggest teeth.
Huh?
Oh no, it's a Warhammer meme.
Hmm.
Let's see. Um. Give me 1 second as I get this pulled up real quick. As you all for this party travel, I say from your guys' place, a few miles, like 5 or 6, nothing too far. As eventually, midway through, Jeb, Alicia joined as she's heading there with you. And she's also there to guide you to her brother's place.
Yippee! That's
Um,
my girlfriend. Out of character. That's my girlfriend.
in character, probably the exact same thing, but inside his head.
just appear. That's my girlfriend.
Exactly. It just is very small and subtle. He just says that.
Happy.
It's,
Happy.
if that voice came out of Jeb, none of us would be okay.
No.
I think we'd all be convinced he was possessed.
Yeah.
Everyone just look around. It's like, where's the Fae? Where's the Fae? Where's
Where
the
the
Fae?
fuck
Oh
is
god,
the Fae?
changeling.
Where did you put the real Jeb?
But yes, it takes you not that long once Alicia gets with your group because she's a ranger and magical bullshit. Takes you like less than 30 minutes. Legitimately, it is very odd for you guys because it'd be like, doesn't take. We should be taking a little bit longer, but nope.
This is not
Magically, you're
odd for
there.
Zeph, who was a ranger.
Yeah.
Lucius just warping reality to get places faster.
Yeah, you don't do that.
The
No?
one, the one great thing about Rangers, you just gotta implement it as much as you can, Danielle, to maximize it.
That's fair.
What do you think? What do you think? Or may travel all over the
Yeah.
world.
You just like go into a forest and then suddenly
Fast.
distance is meaningless.
Yes, but as you get to this great, more or less, effectively where you guys have this party is this massive clearing that has, as you can tell, there's a few large banquet-sized tables set out. You can tell that there is more or less a stage set up, and you can tell they are also setting up at this moment two
You're going a
platforms
little
on that stage.
crackly.
Am I?
A little.
I think that was Ethan.
Good now.
Was it?
Yeah, that is Ethan. Yeah, I think he's eating something.
Mm.
But you see them set up a stage that is lined with blue and red drapings and drapings and tapestries, as they do have two pedestals set up there, and as they also do, as you guys can tell, they have three what look like to be, honestly, fighting arenas, like little tiny like sparring arenas, set out in the middle of this
Oh,
of this of this banquet. As in the middle of it, you guys actually do see some warriors at the moment
Nice.
as they're preparing. As you guys arrive, um, out from his keep, you see Lothar fly with his wyvern, and very, very much for show, he lands at the end. He lands right in front of y'all, and just kind of Fedley does a flip out of his thing and does a little bow right in front of Anwin.
It's
What he's doing
Like the entrance.
I lean down to Alan's like, what showman you got?
this is incredibly extra.
At least it didn't. At least it didn't use a spell slot. At least it didn't use a spell
It's-
slot.
You're telling me that Onwin is not good enough to use a spell slot? Jeb disapproves.
It's
Influence lost with Jeb.
-2.
Jeff will remember.
Jeb disapproves.
points up his finger, shoots a fireball.
Ooh. Ooh.
Too dramatic. -2.
Happen afterwards, not enough impact. -3.
I
Fair enough,
apologize.
fair
My
enough.
friends are insufferable.
Light work, no reaction.
He just looks over at
And
his sister.
Ashrod obviously would never say such a thing.
No, no,
Exactly.
Jeb isn't.
It's just God. It's just well, as he arrives, he greets you all, as he lovingly greets Anwin, and he very firmly and very what's some affirmation? He greets Ashrod again. He says, "Hello, Ashrod."
Both are.
Let's see it. Good. And as Lothar goes over to Jeb, he says, "Hello, Jeb."
Hello. I stick
Shoot,
out
I
my
was-
hand for.
I was muted.
Handshake.
I said
Was it-
Lothar.
We
Oh.
heard.
Yes.
No, I heard
Yes, yeah, we are. As he just also agreed to you.
Discord, why are you lying to me?
Hello, Lothar. As I reach out for my hand for a hand, like a firm handshake.
As he also reaches out, gives you a very firm handshake. As you can just see there's some kind of like trying to gauge where Jeb's. You can tell he's trying to gauge where Jeb's whole thought process is as he just kind of lets go after a second. He's like, "Oh, sorry
Yeah.
for that."
No, you're fine.
Jim's on a very high horse for the man who's dating his sister.
Yes.
We're both trying to gauge each other.
As he meets Felix and greets Felix, he says, "Well, hello there, Felix. Well, I'm thinking, 7 back."
Hello.
Get out of the lamp, Evan.
No,
What?
Okay, just making sure because you were muted on my end. It said you were
Yeah.
muted.
I
say get out of the
accidentally hit
lamp?
mute button.
Yeah, Felix has a lamp.
If Felix
Oh.
has a lamp, as he just Lothar
Be
greet
real, I forgot
Felix,
about the lamp.
and Lothar finally greets Zeph
Greetings.
as he greets you. Says, "Ah, the Steel Lion." As you
Please
can tell,
call me
there's a
Zeph.
hello, Zeph.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It is I hear you've done a lot of great work,
I
and
I guess I have, yeah.
like the armor.
Thanks. It's a long story.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you do. Lovely.
Good job. As he just pats you on the back.
Well, watch your career with great interest. Brother, you're a half elf.
Not sure what to make with that, but thanks. And I'm probably not wearing my armor. This
Whoa.
is a formal gathering, quote unquote
Well,
formal.
no. The armor.
I'm sure
he's
word
just-
has
he's just
spread.
pointing out. Yes, word has spread,
Yeah.
and also
good.
everyone has saw.
Yeah,
everyone has
everyone's
saw
seen
this
the
point.
armor. I'm not wearing
Yes.
it right
And you
now,
were
though.
running around the festival.
Everyone knows that you have some very shiny armor. It's just that Lothar knows the importance of that shiny armor.
Hmm.
And likes that you spited the person that shiny armor's important to.
You just no, I wouldn't call it spite.
It's a little spiteful. Just like a little spite.
Maybe there's a little spite, yes. But it's not
Hey, look at this cool thing.
just
Shoving in your
spite.
face, shoving in your face, shoving in your face. Takes it away.
I was being dumb.
Screw
Fair
you,
enough.
moves to a different city.
Like Bob. Ooh. The Jello.
What?
Monsters
All I
vs.
heard was
Aliens.
Jello.
All I heard was Jello.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know what you're talking about, Ethan. I know what you're talking about.
And
I
Bob?
understood.
Who's Bob?
Bob the slime.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just
Monsters
Man, it's
vs.
been ages since I've
Aliens?
seen that movie.
Oh, yeah.
exactly. That's just death. He's like,
It was more along the lines of, oh, yeah, I've got this cool oh, wait, I shouldn't be showing you the cool thing. Shit.
I fucked up, I fucked up, I fucked up.
Whoops, wrong person.
Wrong person.
You didn't see anything.
Well, yes. As Lothar takes you all to the banquet, he does explain that many of his warriors wish to put on some performances for everyone.
Oh.
Ooh.
More or less put on some bouts.
All right.
I know he looks over at like a couple of tables that have his family. He says, I know a couple of my brothers are putting bets on some things, so if you want to join that, I bet they would be obliged.
I'm not much of a betting man. Thank you.
Understood. Same here.
You know, because if you bet everything on stuff,
Yeah. Internally,
you can
I'm
lose
only
it
a
all.
betting man if I can cheat to win.
use all of your
good.
resources. You still could.
Boost up one of the fighters. He just doesn't know he's boosted.
Yeah. I mean, my
But
wife is
yes,
probably with us.
But you need to
I
cast
would
this.
not cheat
Yeah,
here.
no.
God.
This was a hypothetical situation.
Okay, good. Because your wife was giving that look like Zap.
Oh god,
sounds
no.
Zap. Making sure.
This was
making
all
sure.
internal and
Stop abusing my
hypothetical.
divine powers.
It's okay, I've got him too.
God.
I can bless
I don't know if
people
that makes
now.
it better or worse.
No, that's when she
But
pulls
yes.
out stop abusing your divine powers.
Yeah. As you guys also do see that there is many. There is actually a few drinks set out. Edwin, you
Yes.
notice that one of the barrels looks like one of the meads that you sold?
Hey. Obviously the finest.
Obviously, yeah, finest.
Of course it is. You made it.
You know, as he is casually drinking some. See,
Look at me, I'm drinking your speed. Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
That's
shut the fuck up. Yes, as the night, as you guys are all brought to your tables, you guys. Sorry about that. Give me one second. Throat's gonna dry.
oh yeah, water. I
Yeah,
should
but-
probably get some of
yeah.
that.
You see, if you just went to the barrel of mead, this wouldn't have happened.
I don't have meat.
Not you, Michael.
Oh.
I'm on the reservation. Sadly, can't.
Just reach into the screen.
I wish I could. God.
Be nice.
But yes, as the night proceeds, you guys see what looks like to be a few bouts between many warriors. Some of these bouts you can tell are a couple of them are just unarmed boxing bouts. A couple of them are just wrestling, and you tell that there is two bouts near the end of the night that are between what you can tell are his captains, and they have full on armor and full on swords. And it is this clash, as you guys can tell, goes on for about 20 minutes as these two great warriors are just bashing against each other, and it is just a time as everyone is enjoying this night, watching these warriors fight for glory and oath. During this,
Sitting next to Ashra during this.
Who is sitting next to Asherod?
Yeah.
Jeb.
Is this a public execution?
No. This is. He sits there and he thinks because he's new to this as well.
It's
Ashra will turn to the other person.
That'd probably
It's
be
a
me.
show.
Is this a public execution?
No?
What is this?
It's It's not a public
Sport?
execution, that much I know. I suppose you could qualify it as a sport.
You know, just
Curious though, why would you think it's a public execution?
can I look at Lothar?
Yeah.
Jeb stands up and is like, Lothar?
Yeah.
Oh, is this? Are they doing this for sport?
Yeah.
I kind of point
They
down.
are.
Okay.
They are. They, as he says, they are new to this region, and many other people around that are kind of a part of this place. You can tell are some people are from around Brindle, and
Mhm.
he's basically saying that this is essentially as well to a celebration to me and Asha. This is also more or less my introduction, me and my band of warriors introduction to this region fully as it integrates as it
Also, forgive me, my brain is shot, but what are they doing again?
they
Just
are effectively just
wrestling,
having bouts. Yeah,
boxing.
just more or less friendly competition.
Mm.
It's more you
Of
can
showing
tell it's
off.
yes,
Yeah.
they're showing off. They're effectively just trying to show off to the people of Brindle at this point. They're
he
trying to
Trying to
jokes.
make the
show what
boss look
they
good, you know?
yeah.
Mhm. Jeb jokes and he's like, "Hey, if you ever need a training regiment for a day, just let me know." You know, it's in a joking matter, of course, because like I'm pretty sure they're doing a really damn good job down there.
Yeah.
You know, and trying their best.
Yeah. They are. As he also does say that this practice came mainly from from their father, as he and his warriors would do this. And it is stated that before essentially before his father would defend a region, he would just do this thing to essentially show off to the people, hey, this is what me and my warriors are here to do, and this is what we are meant for. And this is the strength that we show and our fullest potential. We show it to you right now. So you guys know that we're not half-assed in this job.
I go back to Oshra. Does that answer your question?
It says what it is, but it does not grant me the understanding for its purpose.
Understandable. He just he goes back to watch just because he can't explain it any better than than anyone else.
Zeph just
Okay.
does not know how to explain the concept of sports.
Sports and tradition. Yeah. I mean, no, just tradition, something that his father did, so
Yeah.
I do it.
Are these your better warriors?
Yes. Yes.
Do you anticipate a battle?
I do not anticipate battle, but I do anticipate a
Oh, what's the other word? Entertainment. That's another word for it, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Entertain the populace as well.
could say that.
For some individuals, I don't know.
But I do not, let's say, foresee battle in the near future at the moment, but I do see some missions and some tasks that will be daunting to some warriors in the near future that we might partake in.
Do you give these men merits on their performance?
Yes, I do.
I understand better. Thank you.
As he also just kind of looks at you, Ashrad, and just says, "So, Sir Ashrad." Well, he doesn't say Sir. He just says Ashrad because he knows you're not Sir. Ashrad. I see you are building something on the river. May I ask, what is that? What's its purpose? Of the fortress you are building?
It's a kind of burial place for
Mhm.
someone that I knew when I first came here. something to keep my hands busy, and I don't know what else.
He just gives a nod. I understand. But seems like you're planning to stay in this region for a while.
As long as I can.
Yeah.
Are you a
So
good man, Lothar?
I see myself as
What does that
I
mean to you?
a good man. I personally would say it is a man, for my own understanding, would be a man that my father would be proud of. And the definition of that would be a man that would be willing to put his life down for the people he loves.
Would you still feel that way if your father wished you to cause harm to others?
At that point, no. But I will not feel that way. I would not be proud of myself if my father told harm others. I deep inside there's oh, I don't know what I would have done. My father told me to kill people, and I'm not even sure if we would have been here in this exact position if he has.
And I would ask you again how you define a good man.
In that case, I'll define it as a man that's willing to
Quiet, you're cut out.
yeah, give me 1 second. I accidentally moved back for a second. Sorry about that. He says, well, in that case, if I was to cut out the middleman, then it would be more or less a man that's willing to put it all, risk it all for people, more or less the oaths he made unto himself in his own heart of what he deems worthy to protect.
And what if to protect that thing you needed to cause misery?
He just sits there for a while. He's enjoying this, but it's just more like, mm,
Hopefully, it's not dampening the mood.
it's not. It's not. I mean, he actually likes this. He's like,
We've hit the late night philosophical part of the evening.
yes,
And every once in a while, it's interjected by Jeb, like get up, just like there's like someone like doing a really like cool move or like the underdog one or something.
That's
In the midst of it.
I. It is hard to say right now, Ashred, but I personally, in my own thoughts at this exact moment, would not feel good about that. I, in my own thoughts at this exact moment, would not like to cause untold misery, but I will say it is fully hard to be in a position of a warrior and say you're a good man, but I wish to try it. It is more or less in my heart. He's kind of you can tell he's thinking about this because it's just like, how does he fully explain the more noble side of chivalry without just going over this over and over again about like, oh, well, what if you could cause misery? He'll get back to you on that, actually, Oshred.
Okay.
Because well, yes. As the bouts go on the rest of the night, you can tell all y'all, you can tell that Lothar is thinking about it. You can tell he comes back to it every now and then. But the rest of the night, after most of the bouts are done, you do see what looks like to be more or less a bard goes up on the stage as he effectively goes around and he does a little tiny song. After the end of that small performance, he addresses all the crowd as he addresses the great warriors that fought. He addresses also the two winners of this year's tournament in Brindol, Ashrad and Lothar, as he says, let's call a toast to them. As victors of Brindol. And
Host.
Cheers.
sorry about sorry about that. Somebody just knocked on my door.
How dare.
I thought I heard something. But yes, but yes, as you all cheer to the two victors of Brindle, actually, after about an hour, Lothar goes back to Ashrad for the answer. And it's effectively that in his position, he knows deep down inside his true heart, Ashrad, that he feels like he cannot be a good man. In his deepest heart, there's just this feeling that he cannot be a good man because of his position as a warrior. He has to fight. He has to do the thing, and he knows that. But in his soul, he's striving every day to be that of honor, be that of glory, try to be that of what he set out to be. And it is the act of trying your damnness in the face of the nature that makes you a good man.
See, the problem is then he used the word nature.
Mm.
And now Oshrat is going to ask, can a man change his nature?
Hmm. As he will state, a man a man can a man cannot directly change his nature himself, but more or less the actions of the world that do push it. Actually, hold on, let me rephrase that because
Words are hard.
yes. And this is, I mean, I'm fully down for this. It's just, I just need a second.
Yee.
I just need a second to process the words because I'm thinking about them and I just put them out in the wrong order.
Josh asks existential
Yeah.
questions even when he's not McFerrin.
I mean, this Ashrad is a good.
The Oshrat's
Yes.
character.
Oh yeah.
Ashrad is, yeah, this is pretty good, and Lothar is enjoying this, but he's just, in many of these situations, many people will need a minute. Let's see.
Trust me, I know.
Yes. And also it's me trying to figure out how would he put it in his nature? How would he say it in his based off of his code?
Hard as fuck.
As he looks as as he just tells you on Shrug, he states, a man, I believe, can break or change his nature, what he fully is. I believe he can change his nature, what he is and what he was. But I know it will not be easy. I know it will not be. It will not take a couple years. I know a man's nature will take many lifetimes for a normal human fully realize and fully be able to fully accept and or change his nature. I feel like, and I do fully believe that one can change nature. It's just it will take a while, and or one might not fully see that his nature has.
Have you seen it?
You mean how one's nature has changed?
Have you seen a man change his nature?
I have. I have seen an elf change his nature. I've seen a man change. Seen many change. Not many, but a few changed. But as give me one second. Sorry about that. But yes, he does say that he has seen people change natures or has felt a change. Um,
Good tea.
Yeah.
I mean, like physically good tea. I have a ginseng oolong.
Mm.
Just making sure, Josh, you there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you're gonna add to that, Josh, or is that it?
Um,
Or are you thinking?
at the moment, I don't think he has anything he wants to add.
Hmm. And actually, let's see. Invisible. Let's see. Ashrad.
Yeah.
Um, Lothar looks at you and says, well, that, besides, well, we are, besides an elaborate place for memorial, is that place, are you going to actually defend it?
Ashrad is taking a minute to think about that. It will be a place that I will ensure certain hands will never touch it. I have not defended something before, so I don't know on a deeper level what that means.
Well, seems as he just pulls out what looks like to be just a little tiny box. He says, from our few interactions, I I like you, Ashrad, and it sounds like you have a lot to understand. I have a question. Have you deep down, do you know knight culture, chivalry?
I come from a place where honor is seen as nothing but weakness.
Hmm. Well, I offer these up to you to at least give you a glimpse of it, as he offers you up what looks like to be books.
You just have like books of knight chivalry code.
No, it's tales.
Ah.
Its tale showing the most exemplary versions of chivalry.
Pamphlets.
Shroud will take them. There's a billion questions going through his mind. I don't think he's ready to ask any of them, though.
Mhm.
He appreciates the sentiment of the gift, but he also questions where he's going to place them and what impact they might actually have.
As he gives you 5 what looks to be leather-bound books.
Out of character. Onwin, your boyfriend is giving me homework and I don't like it.
Deal with it.
Oh wow, the DM
This is
actually
part of your
tried.
domestication process.
Part of the domestication process. Oh my god.
It's like the humans looking to cats, be like, all right, now go get the mice, and the cats be like, what?
What? You
No, the
what?
cat
mate?
already got the mice. This is the human going, stop leaving it in my pillow.
Why? That's the perfect place for it. What are you talking about?
But you suck at hunting. I'm showing you how.
It's me every time Ryan thinks my hand is tasty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, if I were you, you'll grab one.
Let's see. Oh, actually, as the night continues on, as it is getting really late, Anwin, you are personally asked by Lothar himself if you would like to go visit some of his galleries. Well, his gallery.
I can show you the
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Everyone's
Tell
already
me,
dying at of embarrassment at these idiots.
Oh, I'm not like Zep's not actually saying. He's just
I know, I know.
mildly.
I'm joking.
Shroud is curious. Just seeing what Onwin's expression is going to be in this.
So is Jeb.
Same. Just 3 side eyes.
We all wait for the tea.
Sitting there, stirring our metaphorical tea.
Just the
Just
3
waiting.
nosy bitches.
Honestly.
Well, it's on one. Hey, it's on one, okay?
Yeah.
You know,
And
I have to sit there and be like,
Yes, I would like to go, please.
we were
would
nosy
like to
with you
leave
too.
Man, he takes you away from these fucking idiots.
There's just this like slight look in her eyes at first, of just like, what is wrong with my friends? Why are they being like this?
We're not
just
to
making
know.
sure
You
he's
want some
treating
tea,
you
girl?
right and making sure that you like actually like him.
I mean,
Damn it, Seth,
I
I'm a grown woman.
yes,
Yeah, and you're still way younger than me, so
we are the guard dogs.
It's
How
not my
tall are
fault
you
you're
again?
old.
no, it's not.
She's like 3 something, I think.
What did you say, Josh?
How tall are you?
Tall, 3'4".
And he's 6 something.
Who?
No, he's short, actually.
Lothar.
Mm.
Oh, he's a short king. All right.
Yeah, for a half elf, he's actually short.
Short king with short queen.
He's 5'8".
Lighter for the wyvern.
That's not short, Michael.
Well,
For an
a
elf,
half
it might be.
A half elf. Yes, it is. Because all of his siblings are over 6 damn feet tall.
Oh shit.
That's right. I'm a
He's
short
got some
king,
tall
baby.
siblings.
Yes, his
It's like
his
Zeph's only
mom is,
6'1".
I'll start wearing stilettos.
Oh, what? Girl. No. All right.
I'm gonna throw you in the river.
Do it. I'll
Danielle,
watch.
I would love to see you try to throw me in the river.
I'll get help.
No. You said you.
She'll get a crane.
Hey,
She'll get a forklift.
I'm blazing past you the next time we go on a hike, Josh. No
I'm not
regrets.
inviting you on another hike.
You're just gonna blaze past him.
Don't worry,
Um,
I'd keep up with you.
Let's see.
I'll just tie a rope around you and just haul you out with the car.
God. Let's see.
It'll be easy, it'll be fine. The real hard part will be finding a river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rio Grande is more mud than river.
Exactly.
Good. As Lothar takes you to his personal gallery, Anwin, you see actually many beautiful works and statues made entirely of glass. As
That's
you
cool.
do,
Oh,
you do
you
see
fancy
what?
bitch.
Yes, as you do see a set of statues that are actually constellations that have the actual constellation etched into it.
Oh, he
The
a
entire-
fancy bitch.
Like there's one of a bear, or like of like Ursa Major. He has carved an entire bear, and there is etchings and lines of the actual constellation inside of it.
That's so incredibly cool.
That's so cool, but this bitch so extra.
Anne was just like absolutely fascinated.
I
She's
also
never
may
seen
or may
anything
not
like that
want
before.
it. I want the glass
I want
sculptures.
it personally. Player me.
Yeah.
That sounds cool as hell.
That sounds
I don't know
cool
where I
as
put it, but I
fuck.
want it. I want a giant glass star bear in the middle of my living
Fuck
room.
modern day minimalism. We going back to glass statues.
You also do see what looks like mosaics made out of purely glass.
Ooh.
That are just along the wall, and they are. There's one of a what looks like to be a knight that has a red diamond a red diamond sigil, battling what looks like to be this great golden, more or less abomination. And there's one that shows a what looks like to be actually, it looks very similar to an armor that he is wearing, but it is riding a lot larger wyvern, and it is also battling what looks like to be an ancient black dragon. As he explains, that's his father.
Must have been an incredible warrior.
He was.
You seem to have quite the fondness for glass.
I do. Actually, he says, let me show you something new I made. Let's see. Anwin, as he shows you into this room, you see what looks like to be. You see a small, very. I don't know, a small little tiny mosaic of yourself. It looks like to be made out of potion bottles pieces.
My god.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I'm telling none of you about any of this.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I have a feeling Jeb's gonna find out unintentionally.
As he just looks at it and just see you.
My finest work yet.
It's beautiful.
He just
Did
looks at you.
make all of these?
You can tell Anwin there are 10 potion bottles made with these. It's made out of 10 potion bottles. He just looks at you. He's These potions were the ones that saved me. These were the ones I bought from you.
She just kind of goes up and just touches the potions very gently. And just like, well, I guess I'll have to keep you well supplied then.
I don't know, he's actually very happy about that. He's just like, oh, huh. Oh.
Meh.
I didn't expect this to work. I thought you were just gonna be weirded out.
Hell, get a hold of yourself.
But he's hot.
Damn.
You haven't seen him as anything other than full armor.
Yes, actually, the only one that has seen him fully is Danielle.
Yeah. He just has hot
Okay.
vibes, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see, Ashley, I'll show you the picture. Yeah.
Okay, I'm fucking sitting up in my seat.
You're putting me through this, Michael. I don't know how to flirt.
I'm putting all my
Same. I
friends through
usually
this,
just
Danielle.
be autistic and be done with it.
Don't worry about it, Danielle.
Oh,
Fucking
fuck.
Evan's next. I know
I
Josh
almost
can.
knocked off my
He's-
headset, damn.
I know Josh can. There's actual records. I have not seen records of Ethan or Evan.
For what?
Flirting.
Oh.
Michael's apparently sending us all to Riz boot camp.
Well, to be fair, yours was just kind of coincidence. It was just like fucking the fucking rolls in. No, fucking do it.
All of my wrist is based solely out of my autism.
Yes.
I mean, it's working.
Evidently it did, because I've got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes. But yes, he does show you that. He is. He's just kind of like taking it back. He's like, well, there's one last thing I've been working on. Well, it says I've been working on this one for many years, and this is one I always like to show as one of my grand pieces in a tour. As he takes you into a different room that looks like to be a dome, as it is completely pitch black in there, and when he just raises his hand, points it to the center of the room, as he fires off what looks like to be a firebolt into what looks like to be a cauldron that fully lights up. And as it lights up, it just shoots out this more or less light all around the room as you see all along the wall, more or less the night sky being formed as you see the light essentially reflect off of glass and gems that are inlaid into that room that show and shine exactly like the night sky.
As a player, I want to go there. I want to see this shit.
I do too.
That sounds so cool. Oh my goodness.
Fucking hell.
Internally, I was just like, how much free time does this man have?
Right? How long has he been living here?
I don't know.
This one was actually brought in. This was
How long did
well,
this take?
how long did this take? The process of it, he'll tell you, took a year.
Ugh.
Took a
Oh,
year.
then I
and,
was expecting longer. This is incredible.
Well, it is also, well, for my part, it was a year. I'll tell you, this was the main work of my mother.
Really
I just,
beautiful.
I just, I just intend to keep it alive. As he just says, "Wait here, Lady Anwin." As he walks over to one side of the room, you can tell that there was something on the floor, Anwin. As he picks it up, as you can tell, it's an instrument.
Oh my god. Vance is going hard.
Yeah.
Damn right. This is the difference between a woman flirting and a man flirting, Danielle.
It's
I don't know how to
Fucking
take that.
persistence over fucking. I am trying my damnedest to get a girlfriend.
it's God, this man is such female gaze.
I built the fucking most knightly knight ever, you know?
Fair enough.
What's this
Maybe
man's
that's
charisma,
revealing on
24?
what kind of type I have, but like, Jesus fucking God.
What? As he
What do you
just
mean,
tells you,
what?
Lady Ellen, what music do you like? As he pulls out a lyre.
Making me think about what type of music Anwin would like. Uh, upbeat folk type music, generally.
Oh, he's playing it. During this entire time, they've been gone for more than an hour at this point. It is getting into the night. What is everyone else doing?
I think
That's
Jeb's probably gonna start rounding up to go home.
Alright.
Zep's just kind of been hanging out with his wife,
Okay.
just kind of mentally keeping track that, oh yeah, Anwen's still not back. Okay. Trying not to go full parent mode here.
I'll drop her off. You know, this is low 30. I'll drop her off. Don't worry about sir. You don't have to
Just
worry about it, sir.
analyzing vibe.
Damn,
Fine.
she is a fully grown adult. It's just,
Yeah, I don't think she takes too kindly to acting like that's
Zep
so
has a
bad.
very strong parental instinct. Okay, fine.
As your wife just looks over, it's like, honey,
What?
no.
What do you mean,
I
no?
may be
we're-
shorter than you, but that doesn't mean I'm a daughter figure.
I know we're elves, but we do, as she can tell, look around. We are elves, and we are judging a half elf here. You are judging a half elf here.
Who said I'm judging? Trying to make sure he's a cool dude. I don't care
It
if he's a
sounds like
half
he
elf. I
is.
care if he's, a good person.
It sounds like he is. I think,
It sounds like he is.
yeah. I mean, he invited us here. He
Indeed.
did not do any harm. He even, heck, took Lady Anwin by herself into the air on his wyvern, and he
He
did
did
not
what?
stop it. You saw it. Everyone saw
Oh yeah,
it.
I did. Just, yeah, that is
You could just
true.
stop.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
pretty
he's fine.
Yeah, as basically it's like, all right, I think it's all time just to go home. It's basically just like Lothar's being, he's not really caring. It's all up to Lady Anne whenever she wants to go home.
Yeah. I think they're good together. We can go home.
This is
Not
I will
only am I a
say
nosy bitch, but I'm a protective nosy bitch.
I will say Brindle is funny because it does show some sides of our D&D play that we have not seen fully a lot of. I do
Yeah.
enjoy. Um, but yes, Anwin, how late you guys going?
I mean, how late is it now when all this is happening?
It's getting dark.
She'll probably, after they've been enjoying the music for a while, say that she should probably be getting home. She doesn't really want to have to go all the way home after pitch dark.
Oh, do you want me to fight you back?
Flex. That's such a
I-
fucking flex.
It's such a fucking flex. I wouldn't mind. That sounds lovely.
I mean, when you have the resources, you fucking flex. It's
Pulls up in his Ferrari.
bow as Jeb, as you guys are getting home, you just hear some flap of wings, and as you guys are just getting there, both are and anyone are just getting there.
He's like, did Alicia come with me to back to my house, or did she go to
Yes,
her state?
yes.
I looked at her. I'm like, that's such a flex. Or the equivalent of it. It's just kind of like, all right, I guess. Pop off.
Well, he is an idiot, but he is a smart idiot. She just says. Then she's looking at Anwin, who's probably just like,
Exchanging
eh,
pleasantries, I guess. I don't know.
yes, yeah, probably just exchanging pleasantries as he's like saying goodbye to her. Actually, as he says goodbye, he just kneels down to you, Anwin, as he holds out his hand for yours.
I'll give it to him.
Will you allow him to kiss your hand?
Yes.
He will.
Already regretting doing this in front of Jim, but I don't care.
Oh, he doesn't care as well. He did this for the exact reason why.
God.
He's like, ah, fuck it. They're gonna be they're gonna be nosy. Are they being nosy? Who cares at this point?
I'm not gonna hear the end of this, but I just don't care right now.
Yeah. As as he departs, the night is done. And now, because I got all my bullshit from last time, because scatterbrain. Let's see. I also gave time. Also want to do this to give time for Evan, so he can figure out what the fuck he wants to do
It's
fully with the construct. Um, yes. Now, after that, and after Josh is back, let's see. Next 2 months, as you guys do notice, it is starting to turn summer to fall, and no,
wait, I thought this was the fall festival.
this is summer. Summer joust.
Hmm.
You say so.
If you say so, time is confusing.
See, double checking.
Time is an illusion.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Ashrad, are you building your castle?
Let's see. Yeah, I need 1 more month to finish up the outer wall, and then we build the actual inner mausoleum.
Okay. Roll me for this month actually. Roll me three D20.
There are 16s.
Okay. Hmm. Ashrad, on your way towards Demon's Gap with your men, you just see one of them kind of stop for a second and just kind of look off in the distance as he just kind of looks at everyone's like, wait, boss, boys, do you guys see that?
Hmm.
As he points over to what looks like to be a mountainside. As I would like you to make a perception check, perception and or investigation.
Gosh, I can't be
It'll
good
be
at this.
happening.
Well, I'm not terrible. Hey!
Oh.
All right. Um. As you and your foreman also do see, you see what looks like to be along this like more or less mesa in this very hill-like region. Along this mesa, you see what looks like to be carvings to an opening that look like it's just been recently opened up. As you see what looks like to be essentially like what looks like to be ancient stairways and crumbly stairways along this mesa to what looks like to be a door. And it is a massive door if you guys are able to see it from about, let's say, a mile away. You guys are able to see this massive door on these massive, essentially crumbly steps that go up into it.
I'm just gonna look at my foreman and say, underways?
I need to check the maps as he'll do so. Um, see.
I don't think it's the underways. Otherwise, we would have used it before.
Yeah, that's probably
Hello
exactly
there.
Unless it's a new underways
the
path.
exact same thing. That's probably the exact same thing he would probably say. He's like, it would not seem to be the underways,
Um,
or else we would have used it before. But
Now remind me, is Nemon Gap under Giard's control or Giard's jurisdiction?
yes, yes, it is. Brindle and Nemon's Gap are under his.
Okay.
Yeah, so effectively everything on this side. So perfect setup for his plans.
Yeah, everything that's not Denivar.
Is
I guess I'm just gonna log that away. Ask the steward guy, hey, there's a big hole there when we get back. And if he doesn't know anything, I'll gather the party and we'll go diving into the holes again.
right. Let's see there.
Cause this is my rock road. You don't mess with the rock road.
You also do see off. You don't see it, but you hear this like you can hear this for 1 week, Oshard. It was weird as hell when you guys are traveling through it. You guys hear this one warrior scream and shout a bunch of like obscenities and more or less threats to a vague as seems dragon like creature
But
in a more, let's say, very boisterous and very very similar to Egon.
That's-
It is,
You
yeah.
fail.
Honestly, you guys just hear that the entire week, and then it just stops.
Everybody in Brindle or my
Nemon's Gap,
guys
the
in
Nemon's Gap,
Nice.
like in Nemon's Gap when you guys are like taking out a quarry in the middle of this section of these month.
I'm
Let's
gonna
say
be
in the middle
real.
of it.
It would not last a week because I'll show up to go figure out what it is and shut them up if it lasted more than a day.
Roll me a perception and or investigation.
Oh.
Let's roll again. That's terrible. 13.
Let's see. Um, Ashrad, you try to look. It takes you about two days to find something of where this sound's coming from. It's you can tell that the like the vague, mostly direction at first, but as you get closer, is just bouncing all over. It is you just hear these absurd nonsense that this man or thing is shouting, just like in your ears. But then like 5 minutes later, it's ringing like halfway across, like in a different area that's bouncing off. It's
Okay.
echoing on that area. But you have managed to get to the point where within a couple days you're tracked down to what seems to be a cave, and inside that cave, Ashley, you see a man, or most of a man.
Man, this sounds like an awful lot like the story of Legion from the Bible.
It's
Dude possessed
As
by a multitude of demons just screaming in the hillside.
Rip.
as you see this more or less man that is covered in effectively a brown cloth, as you can tell that he has been beaten, broken. Like there is like you see his actually you see his left arm broken, and you see his right leg broken, and you see him bleeding out, crying and shouting all these things as you see that this the area he lays, it looked like to be maybe some place where you can tell there was some treasure here, that because you can tell that there's some scattering of lesser coins, copper coins, a couple of silver coins here and there, as this man is lying there with his left hand, left hand and right leg broken, and he is laying there as he is grasping and breathing for breath. As effectively, it just sounds like it just looks like this man is like at this point manically screaming on the ground as well.
Does he look like he is mortally wounded? Would he survive a multiple day trip?
He looks like he can, yes.
What do y'all think? Is this worth saving him? I
I
know Egon is real cool and all, but he was a real pain in the butt.
it's
I mean, I'm curious more
I'm
than anything.
curious.
Do you want a quest giver? That's what this person's gonna do.
It's I mean, I'd
You
say go
enjoy
for
solving
it.
mysteries.
Oshred is like, what's my medicine? Not great. I guess I'm just gonna wrap this guy up with. I'm not even gonna say a cloak, like the horse blanket. Um, just assuming he doesn't immediately try and attack me, I'll sling him over Nuck.
It's
But I'm
it's
also gonna
actually
gag him.
understand as you pick him up, he stops screaming. He's more like panting, and he's like, as he's just looking around frantically, as you can tell, his eyes just open up, frantically look around as he sees you.
Does that mean to just blindfold him too?
Well, he just he's just more or less. You can tell that there's a point where it's like after you pick him up, he just kind of goes. You can just tell he calms down a little bit, just a little bit, but there's still franticness about him. But he is calming down, the slightest amount. There is
I think I'm
some
gonna
slays.
take him to Neumon Gap and find an inn with whoever I know would be the most compassionate innkeeper.
Okay. Okay. See. How I imagine it on Shrad, basically there is one innkeeper in Nemon's Gap that you do shows there if you are not fully back in Brindle by Friday.
Eh.
Yeah.
It is essentially if I'm not there, I'm over here.
Yeah, it's
And
my alt.
yeah, and there is a bartender there that she's like one probably very sweet girl. She, you know, being a decent human being, being like, oh, this warrior brought someone that's bandaged up and bloodied. Let me actually help him.
Is there a
As
healer in the town?
let's see, second actually.
I'm asking her.
Yes, DM is figuring out real quick. Yes, there is. As effectively she will guide you to what looks like to be a chapel of the Morning Lord. As you see, um, let's see, what's her name? Oh, Sister Gertrude. As well. Yes. As she looks over at you, sees the sees the warrior in pain and wrapped up, and says, "Oh, I understand." And she gets to work healing him.
Oshrod's like incredibly uncomfortable. He just kind of like palms out like 5 gold to her, like, uh,
And she just takes the money and she just nods. I understand. And she starts tending to this man.
what Osh here.
Wait, what was that, Josh?
Now would Oshrod just leave him here? Alright, I took him to a church. That's my responsibility. I'll come check in on him at the end of the week when my boys are ready to head out. I think he honestly would. I think he would leave a small sack of like whatever he would estimate to be a good amount of payment to look after this very sick man.
Mm,
Probably like
okay.
10 gold for the
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. She is very thankful for that. As the small nunnery shall take care of him.
I'll I work at the quarry. I'm Oshrod.
Uh, she 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 not.
be back in a few days, I guess. Yeah.
Understand. He says. She understand.
Okay.
Yes. So, mm, at, yeah, at the end of the week on Shred, yeah, you can see him.
Is he still busted up?
He's still busted up, but he is.
Brand the broken?
He is.
Brand the
He can
busted up?
talk. He can fully talk, and he is and he actually he can move in a way. His leg's not fully healed, but he can at least move his other arm and other leg, and actually not need to be carried around fully. But um, see, as he looks. Actually, Ashad, how do you enter? I just want to see how would Ashad, would he just hop in real quick, or is it more like open up the door? Hey, I'm here.
Shrud is so very, very uncomfortable that he would. I mean, he's like just drenched in sweat. He's not wearing his full armor. He's just got his head wrap on, his thin, like linen shirt, long sleeve, covered in dust and crap and stuff.
Hmm.
And he like comes into what is a holy place for a people who he doesn't necessarily get along with, he thinks. He's gonna just look awkwardly until someone will like come to him and take him to the guy.
Oh yes, one of the sisters notices really quick, takes you to him. As you see this warrior just sitting up in this bed, a bunch of bandages all over him. As he looks up, as he sees you, he says, "Hello." I as he's kind of like trying to like, you can tell he's giving that like I know you from somewhere, but I'm trying to fully picture it out. You know what I mean? He's like,
I'm the one who brought you here.
oh, the sisters told me. I I thank you.
I'm gonna look over to the sister and ask, was it enough to care for him?
It was. She says. She says it was. And
How does a man find himself screaming in the cliffsides? Were you robbed by highwaymen? I must know, or else it will be a threat to my own men.
I was robbed, yes. By highwaymen, yes. They were people I thought once brothers. Betrayed me. Left me for dead. All I could think was scream.
Fred's gonna, not too gently, really just interrogate this man. Like, who attacked you? What did they look like? Where did they come from? What did they wield?
They are men from southern lands. They let's see, let me look at this one. what I fully knew them as. They went by Sven and Nico. They were two people that I trusted and that I fought alongside with. I thought I trusted. Thought I fully watched. But in the end, when we slew the young dragon and took its wealth, it was... their shares were not enough for them. They beat me down, first, foremost. And then they took what money they could and ran.
And you were abandoned alongside them?
Yes. I am.
Dang it, guys. Why can't you be here with me so that I can say I'm gonna cut his head off or something and be off the hinge without feeling bad about it? I need my moral compasses here, alright?
Should we just send you with like a bowl of advice? If going to cut random guy's head off, don't.
They're just in fortune cookies.
Ashran, no, this one just applies to everything.
Bet you killed a dragon.
Yes.
Damn.
Wow.
How many people have you hurt?
How many people have I hurt? As he looks down and basically at this... Effectively, you can tell that there's... The one thing, Ashra, you can tell that there was, is there's this, like, red armband that goes around his... Yeah, it just goes around his wrist. As he looks down about it, it says, People I've hurt no women. Men I have hurt exactly 72. But they all deserved it, for they were about to attack women in ways that which me as a man could not allow. In order to do harm to others that me as a man would not allow. I would not allow any of that to happen, so I attacked his men. I have no regrets about that, for they were to do harm to others. This is my oath, as he holds up basically his arm. I record every man I beat down and everything. Those ones did out of justice, did out of right. But they would do wrong. Oh, this guy's not the bandit. The other two were.
Well, then why did he say he's a bandit?
Yeah, it's very unclear at this point.
Yeah.
No. He said.
When I asked him, "Are you a bandit?" and he said, "Yeah."
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. He.
What are you?
What are you?
Well, he's very similar to, as you put it, Robin Hood. He does not hurt women.
Oh no, he's gonna take our money.
No, we've got a woman.
Alright, I'm the official keeper of the money now.
Token woman.
No, he's not. Yeah,
Robbery protection is your new name.
robbery.
Thanks, I
Robbery
feel so
protection.
valued.
Robbery protection looks at Lothar. I'm not fucking all that. But
She
yes,
has scary dog
he says,
privileges. It's fine.
He says, yes, I was a thief. I did. Yes. I only stole, only held up people. That's the best I did. And worse as a thief. I was only labeled that because I was framed for a crime that I did not commit. I had to steal for a living. I had thought killing that dragon would be good enough to bring me back into the fold of society. Show people that I'm at least worth something by killing a fell creature like that.
Is the sister still in the room?
Yes,
I asked that as if it would change Oshrod's answer. My father would have your hands cut off and sent you into the wilderness.
he just looks up at you and says, "Fair enough. Fair enough."
Oh, this just eyes narrowing at this guy.
Meh.
And she just kind of looks down. He's like, "Guess life is like this, huh?" But regardless, I do thank you, sir. Even though I'm probably only protected by, as he looks around, sanctuary.
My grandfather would hang you by a spear from the walls of his castle. How strong are you?
How strong am I? My strength's in my speed.
Dang it, this guy can't even be useless cutting rocks.
It's
My aim with the bow is swift. My If you wish me to do anything like cut rocks, I can, yes. There's some strength in me. And I would be willing to do so to pay back. And he just looks at you. I just want to, at this point, be a part of society again, so I don't know what to do. I'm in a situation where I feel like I cannot just go back without being jailed for a crime that I know that I did not commit and that I have full proof that I can show, but as he kind of pauses, no one will believe me. Or no one will believe the person that I will come to testify for. But I do wish to show you that I am not a killer. I am not a mindless thief and slayer of people. I shall work for you if you wish. Work off my debt.
You're saying you're not a killer or a murderer.
Of people.
What is a person to you?
Points at himself, points at the sister. People.
You are not a killer or a murderer. I am. I am a stranger in a strange land. I am not blind to the eyes that see me as strange for the ways that I see things. I will drag you behind my horse back to the people who know this land better than I. So I can dump this problem on those guys.
Well, Lashron, you brought him in. He is your responsibility now.
I've already got like 12 guys under my jurisdiction. I don't need
It's-
another guy who's morally gray. Give him to I was about to say give him to Lothar, but I don't think Lothar is gonna do well with him. Give him to Jeb. Maybe Jeb can figure him out.
Yeah.
you want me to freak out someone?
Not freak him out. I want you to fix whatever this thing's problems are.
That's
'Cause they're
Just walk
weird
up to
and
Jeb. Hi, I
gray.
got you a guy.
Do not worry, promise you, I can fix anything, even the most broken of hearts.
So yeah, I'll just be dragging him hands bound behind Nuck as we make a return journey to Brindle. And I'll like gather the party together and just say I have encountered something that tugs at my heart and my understanding of the law and the way that
okay.
this world works. You told me I could not cut off a thief's hands, and I have not done so, but I know not what to do with him.
So you're saying you found a thief?
He proclaims himself to be one.
Huh. What exactly did he
He's-
steal?
And from who?
He says he didn't steal from women. He just says he stole from people who would hurt women. Player Josh is like, that's misogyny, but not really.
It's
What's the word for like
misandry?
No, that's hatred of men. Just
Eh.
hate men.
That's sexist.
Yeah, that's just I don't mind it, but that is technically sexist.
I feel it.
Yeah,
I will
so it's
thank you
just,
for not cutting off his hands.
You told me that I was not supposed to.
And I'm grateful that you listened. As for what to do with him, you said he stole things from men who would hurt women.
That's what he says.
Uh-huh. How did you find him?
He was screaming like a madman in the cliffs behind my quarry.
Why?
He was betrayed by his friends. I
Ah,
do not remember their names. They killed a dragon and stole his portion of the share.
Sorry, did you say they killed a dragon?
wow.
Yes, I do not believe this man. Which is why I've brought him here. I am not good at discerning lies. But I do not believe him.
Understandable. I'm not the best at discerning lies either.
You got anything to say for yourself, guy? Do you have a name, by the way?
Yeah, what's your name?
he just looks at, well, surprisingly, fine enough. It is actually, it is, uh, uh, shoot, there it is. Okay. He introduced himself as Henry.
Henry.
Yes.
You say you only stole from men who would hurt women. Why don't you elaborate on that?
Well, as he kind of looks down, I stole from. There was a man, as he says, all right, let me start your story from the beginning.
Yes,
I am
please.
from the outskirts of Denver.
Hmm.
I was fully framed for a theft of a lot of money. I know I was not there because I was with my grandfather and my grandmother. It's just people do not believe them because they are old. And I was helping them out, making some things for them, more or less helping them out with some jewelry. They are jewelers. I was framed for a crime.
Actually, hold
Guards
on.
came
Give
in.
me a moment. I am going to cast Zone of Truth.
Let's see. And it's deck save, right, Gail? Or is it
Charisma.
Same.
no, not dex one. Why is it dex? Actually, he's gonna fail it.
Okay.
Dodge the zone of truth. Oh, rip off shrub.
As you can tell that there's some the zone of truth is not if he needs to repeat himself, he will repeat himself as it's
Please
not
repeat
going
yourself,
off.
just so I
He will
can
state that.
get the truth and the whole truth.
He will state that on that day he was not at the site of the robbery, which was a merchant's house, as it was effectively. Wait, what was that, Danielle?
No, she's got a
Nothing. I've just
cat.
been invaded by a cat.
Oh, but he
She just appears.
He says that yes, it was a small merchant. It was a minor merchant in the city. I believe it was something like 500 gold they
Damn.
stole from him,
Mm.
and they came looking for me, and then got beaten, ran because I was beaten, chased off, chased into the woods. No equipment on me, but I still retained at least the way my grandmother showed me. And I deem myself I would not hurt a woman, as my grandmother, as he says, straight up beat it into me that I should not hurt a woman. And that part is true. It is effectively my moral compass from my grandmother showed me I could not do anything, any harm, even if I was hungry at all. But the moment I saw someone else trying to do something to a woman, it was on the road. It says, and it just goes on for a little while, basically telling a true point. It's true to the point where it's like you can tell he gets a little off track sometimes, and he's trying to like make it a little more fantastical, like trying to make himself look a little better. But that part is not exactly correct. But you can tell this the most of the stories of him telling him like, yeah, I went to this guy, beat the shit out of him because he was trying to do something to a farmer and his family, or try to extort them. I beat the shit out of them because I saw it, and fuck it, why not? I need to be a good person, and that part you can tell it's mostly true. It's just most of his lies, you can tell it's about him embellishing the stories.
Yeah. He cannot speak a deliberate lie is the deal.
Yes. Oh yeah, deliberate. He tries many times, but then he's like, nope, nope, nope. Like the one with Asherod's dragon, he says, okay, we did not kill a dragon. fully. We
Elaborate.
found one's board, and let's just say we found one that was injured from a battle. So we did not fully kill it, but we did end it. We did not fully bring it to its knees, but we did at least put it all out of it, and we did at least take it out of this world.
I see.
What kind of dragon?
White one.
Hmm. Where was it?
It was a young white one in the Wyvern Watch.
Hmm.
Grandbaby of one of the ones the dwarves murdered.
Yeah. And yeah, it sounds very much true, and about him, his friends betraying him, sounds a lot true. Yeah, it
Well,
sounds true. His story,
I think I've heard
there's some
enough
truth to
to
it.
deduce that you're not a terrible person.
Like, can we just ask that? Are you a terrible person?
He is not gonna think he is, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, he's not gonna think so, but the fucking other dudes he beat shit out of and left bloodied and fucking broken on
Yeah.
the road definitely will.
Everyone's
But
a
they're
terrible
also
person
terrible
in someone
people,
else's
so
eyes.
screw them.
Where are these
Exactly.
two people?
I'm
These
sure
two
there are
people?
multiple people that think I'm a terrible person in their eyes.
Probably still roaming around Neon's Gap.
Hmm.
Nope.
They weren't the brains of this situation. They weren't the brains of the operation, but they got the best of me. A good drink. What
Why
they
don't
might
you
not bite.
sit yourself down? I think me and my company here need to have a conversation.
Howard tells me that we should kill him for theft, but you guys have told me that I shouldn't do that.
I don't think we should kill him for theft, especially since, like, he did admit, yeah, that he, like, didn't initially, like, thief. Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
like,
it?
with the
That's it.
initial thing that he was blamed for, he, like, full-on said that he didn't do it.
Yeah, he didn't do it. He said he was at a complete opposite part of town.
Yeah.
It's just that no one saw him, and everyone said that guy looked exactly like you, man.
Yeah, just... So, he has also said that, like, he only really stole from those who were already going to do harm to others.
But how would he have known?
You make a very good point with that. Zone of Truth is still up. We can ask. Hey, mister, I actually forgot your name. How did you know these people that
Henry.
you were robbed? Henry, yes, thank you. Henry, how did you know these people that you robbed were going to harm others?
Give me 1 second. DM got chicken recipe, but Henry will say
Burp now.
yes.
Hmm.
God. He does state that, well, he knows because when you hold a knife to someone, it's not really hard to see.
So it wasn't vocal confirmation. It was more just assessing intent.
Yes.
I hardly
Noted.
find it possible that you could have stumbled upon 72 individuals who were threatening others at knife point.
Some, let's say, as he points, someone went out to look for as he points over towards this direction.
Hmm.
Many of them, actually, he says, there was a small group of them that already stole a lot from a farmer.
And I will say that, like, Zeph has been writing this stuff down, like, as he's been hearing it.
He says that he said that many of his thefts have been against people on the road, but there has been a couple of times where he actually went to bandit camps and stole from.
I see. And with the more ones based on just intent, how did you figure that they were aiming to harm women specifically?
Well, it's many of the ones on the road were actually had some. Many of them were either in the presence of either the person was holding up a woman or was holding up a family that had women there. So more or less, tent instinct went through.
Mm-hmm.
Or others, been more or less word of mouth. He's heard stories, rumors, things, awful shit about those bandits.
Gotcha.
I don't like those guys. Fuck.
Zeph will turn back to everyone else. Just, what do we think? Like, he's got to at least serve some time, right?
I don't know how justice works here.
Neither do I.
I have tried to explain prisons before, but that didn't get much understanding.
He just looks up. Going to rest. I see.
Not sure about rest.
Hmm.
Rest is a long journey.
I do not like rest.
I'm not fond of it either, I'm gonna be real.
I don't think a lot of people in rest like rest.
Fair.
So you guys taking me there?
Is there a jail in Brindle or anything like that, Michael?
Yeah, we've got a prison system, right?
There is actually something that is actually being put into full effect now at this time
Mm-hmm.
of an actual Brindle full-on jail, and that's
Bitchy Jeb was its first member for public intoxication.
That's...
Ha.
God.
No, if anything,
so
some of the people
funny.
I tackled during the festival were the first people in there.
No,
That's
Jeb
part of what they built it for.
Jeb
Yeah.
for public exposure because he doesn't wear a shirt.
What do you assume he actually went into town within the first 4 years he was here?
Fair.
How long did it take Brindle to even know Jeb lived here?
As soon as he asked a question of what's a tax.
Like, who's in charge of the jail? Is there, like, I don't know, a justice system? Do we have a judiciary department yet?
Let's
What's the structure?
see. The structure is, yes, you technically do have someone that does run judiciary systems. At this point, dealers. Yeah, you gotta go to.
I'm assuming random civilians can't just walk up and throw people
Yeah.
in jail. That seems very open to abuse.
Yeah.
You need what looks like to be. Let's see. You see this. You see this like tall man about like 6'5",
Oh god.
wear this massive like essentially almost knight's armor, as he has what looks like to be a sigil on his chest that does have a essentially a scale on it, and he does have scales on the sides. As his name is yeah, his name is Clovis.
Hmm.
Clovis Menard at your service. As he is judiciary of Brindle, as he walks up and effectively states, "What do we have here?"
We have a thief that we're trying to decide what to do with.
Hmm.
I have documentation of the things he has admitted to under Zone of Truth, both the good and the bad.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. As he goes up to you, Zeph, because it's a basically the fucking closest thing to a police officer here
Yeah.
in the situation. Asks for the report, and then just looks over at the thief, says, "Are you willing to come?" As he just kind of looks around. Yeah, just kind of nods. Yeah. As you
All
see
right.
what looks like to be a guard take the thief, not essentially put him in jail yet, but just essentially sits him down and says he will go through the system.
All right.
We will through. He might serve some time, but as he's looking over like briefly looking over, it's like, based on your reports and everything you've seen are true, and if these evidence do line up with some things we found in regions, shouldn't be that long, but can't tell.
Fair enough.
Oh, that see, and with that, Jeb, because that was all Oshot's things.
Mm-hmm. What am I doing?
Yes,
Well, we're into the fall season, right?
yes.
I'm gonna get prepping for. Oh, I'm trying to make it the traditional hunt for the Orok.
Ah,
Uh, of course. And
of course.
so just like get like essentially like last time, get all the prep work done, asking people to want to join, scouting out to see if I can find where an Orok is, going to the temple to ask for things, and then continuing. How many things do I have here? And I guess I'll just go purchase one more sheep, so that way I have 5 sheep for my one of my acres.
How much is
All
sheep?
right.
And then,
2 gold.
Okay.
All right.
and then yeah,
Um, actually, for this one, Gem, let's see. Roll me
and then
attack. Actually, roll me survival or perception.
okay, and then of course prepping for winter
Yeah.
because it's right around the corner. Survival, normal roll, 21.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. I'll just say, Jeb. At this point, you and Alicia are getting good at effectively organizing the hunt. At this point, effectively the hunt goes a lot smoother than last time, because last time it was effectively Alicia trying to, at this point,
It's
was essentially
Alicia was
trying.
mostly flirting.
Yes, was mostly flirting. Whereas this one, it's like, all right, we're actually getting down to business because, and it doesn't take you that long, but you do get effectively, you do see that there is that you have effectively you have done enough preparation to where everyone around you is good, but also you notice that there's a couple other people that have taken up a trend in your over preparation.
Hey,
And
that man's living. We should I I get yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
actually, one of them is Zeph's son, Benavi, who
That's
he's fishing.
My boy's
I'm gonna
fishing
hump the
without me.
man.
Yes. Well, he invites you often. He just
Oh,
you know, he's like, well, Dad, you're a busy man, aren't you? Look at
yes,
you
but I
says
can
that
still
sometimes.
make time to fish with my son.
Yeah, you know, fucking fair enough. I ain't gonna fucking bother, you know, fishing my
Yeah.
dad. And see, um, roll me the 100, Ethan.
All right.
And really, yeah,
38.
not much really happens. It's very much a very smooth transition between summer and fall as you are preparing your ass and preparing everyone in the near vicinities for winter.
Also,
And when
5 food a day.
Let's see. Well, I think I'll spend this is what, 3 months?
Ye is fall.
Yes. I'll spend 10 weeks on my healing potion extravaganza as per usual. I will
Can
have
I
balls
ask
of
for more
potions.
healing potions? The Lang Company ran out.
Eventually she's gonna start charging you.
We're gonna have to
And-
at this rate, jeez.
Hey,
Although
we
it's
had
all
a
our
really
money, so
hard
it
mission
would
up
be
in the
completely
Carrick Red
pointless.
Rock area. We exterminated, like, what, 3 clans of beastmen?
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was hard work.
I'll figure out the math on how many of those that I make of each in a
Thank
second.
you.
And then I will spend some time trying to make kind of like, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Like have like scale oil, moisturizing oil for his wyvern.
Ooh.
oh,
Using like I've got beeswax and stuff from the honey and that sort of stuff, and I want to scent it with some of my raspberry plants.
oh, hmm. See, let's see. All right. Roll me D100.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Don't do that yet. From what I just said, I need to do math again.
Okay. Zeph. Actually,
Uh,
yeah. Anyone? I'll tell yours later. I feel like it's gonna take. I feel like I just want to get with Zeph's and Felix's because I realize looking at time.
e.
Yeah. I'm doing math anyway.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to hire Enzo Draws, the crossbow dude.
Let's see. Second double. Sure.
Old.
Yes. Yes, the favorite art I found because drill is just as he graciously gives you a bow and says, "My dear, my dear sir, I am Enzo,
Good to meet
your
you.
a new personal marksman."
I'm Zeth. Okie dokie. Now it's time for me to actually run calculations on our monthly dues.
I'm gonna get his sheet up on the wall, and um, let's see. The main quest that you have right now is really for the knights is to essentially it's you can tell that there is a lot more defense and need for they are going to start asking a lot more of this region,
Ah,
and they want some development that's going to be going on there, and they will need defense of men in certain regions. Like they want a there's going to be a bigger road towards the quarries in Nemon's Gap. There's going to be that, and there's going to be the more or less improving of roads in general and more or less connection between Nemon's Gap and many of the smaller communities that do dot the landscape.
Mm.
There's gonna be an actual like effectively you guys are gonna be guards for essentially the road reconstruction crew.
okay.
Roll me 3D 100.
Alright, give me a moment. I now have one complete squad out of
Nice.
4.
Yes.
D100 you said?
Yes.
Bap. 32.
All right. Two more of those again, Zeph, real quick.
Oh. Bap.
Okay. All right. Um. Oh,
Eh.
the scariest thing that you guys battle because there's not much happening, really. The scariest thing that one of your captains does take on is effectively what looks to be three wormlings.
Oh.
And those are
Spicy.
your captains.
If I were to trust anyone with wormlings, it would be those 3.
Well, four now.
Bring
I
them
have a
home.
4th captain?
Well, Captain Rink,
Who?
crossbowman. Your crossbowman, Gil.
Oh, he's a captain? I thought he was just a man
Yeah.
at arms.
Inspiring hires. The ones that are named are actually captain level,
Oh.
or are inspiring to be captain level.
Okay. I will make note of that.
And let's see, I shall tell you full riches as you get 3. Let's see, actually, this one you'll get effectively 350 gold pieces for the mission itself. You will get effectively what would be an equivalent of maybe 30 pounds of scales.
Ooh.
And yeah, 30 pounds of scales and eventually blue. Where is it? And roll me a d12.
D12. Bap.
Yes. And See anything else besides that? You get 2 giant snapping turtle shells.
Ooh.
They were essentially sitting in a watering hole. People really frequent a lot, and it was just basically boys stab the floor as they just stick their fucking spears into it. And yes, finally Felix.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Are you gonna start your construction?
Might as well. I am literally doing what every average Lego builder is doing, following the instructions intensely.
Okay. Okay. You only need to pay half for the initial.
Okay.
So what is it? 02. So Felix will need 450 gold.
I'll probably go ask Anwin about that.
450 gold, gotcha.
Oh wait, I forgot. Zeph is the
I
Yeah.
have all the power of the banker and none of the responsibility. Yes.
I am the one who
Yes.
does the banking.
Um,
I'm the banker, you're my accountant.
You're the
I just
banking
imagine
lord.
that Zeph
And-
is also the one who does the party banking, is just constantly writing shit down.
roll me a D100.
Okay.
I've bet a lot of times we don't like say anything, we just walk in and just drop a pile of gold on you and then leave.
Yeah, just like, God, now I gotta count this.
Uh,
And just like, can I
Evans is
have
already
X amount of
counted, but
goals? Just like,
it's
cool.
in
Can I
her
also
own
have
like
X amount of goals? Just like, give me the money amounts at once, please. Not sequentially.
I probably could once I ask you for that. I was like, don't worry, I'm probably getting a 5,000 gold return on that.
Sorry, did you say 5,000 return?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that.
Oh damn! You're fucking undercutting Wyman. Damn.
I was gonna ask.
Oh, it's fine.
You split in half?
Oh, well, in that case, 2,500.
That's still really good.
That's still pretty good.
What
Yeah.
is this coming from?
Me and Wyman have struck a deal with Lord Giard, and so he and I will be constructing constructs.
Like the mech you built?
This one is a bear, actually. It's
Ooh.
shaped like a bear.
Congratulations, Felix.
Thank you. It's mostly gonna be used for defense, but if I should construct another one of these mechs that I've built, it's primarily gonna be used for work related stuff, like people operating quarries and
Ooh.
whatnot.
Oh, you already taking away Oshrod's workers' jobs.
No, like literally fucking train them to operate.
Yeah,
that
just
shit.
like put the people in the suits to mine better.
So they don't die, Michael.
Yes, but Jeb, yes, they are.
We're
They
not
are adults.
dwarves, we might have cave-ins.
Okay, so they are adults then.
Yes,
Can we see that I have like one ram then?
yes.
Okay,
I'm
if
done
that's
with
the
that.
case, how many babies are produced? Because
Oh,
it follows
goodness.
the breeding season for sheep.
You'll have to see till spring.
Can you see? Can you
Fair.
confirm that?
Well, at least they're producing milk now.
Yeah.
Oh, do math. How much?
How much
Was that
does the
before or
pricing go
after they
for?
give birth?
I would assume after.
I would assume
After,
after. So you probably have to
typically
wait
just how
until spring
biology
for
works.
milk.
What was
Alright.
that? Was it Ethan? Also Ethan, the price on milk and all that shit, I'll get that to you in a little while. Finish this all up. Felix, you see, and you also do know, like, basically just off of like talking with your friend and making this thing with your friend. He kind of explains to you that he's trying to make one that's based off a couple of sea creatures,
Yeah.
and he does tell you a
Where with
design
this
that will be
motherfucker
based
have
off
seen
of
sea creatures?
Pacific Rim this shit.
Oh God.
and you do see one that it's a weird design. You've never seen it. You probably never seen it. It's an octopus. He's like, "You
Oh.
like this thing?
Huh.
Cool location. Just take a look at it," as he gives you basically what looks like to be a
What's his
duplicate
primary use?
grappling.
Okay.
I see. I assume you would like to understand that if my dear friend's looking to make some of these constructs for everyday use.
Maybe.
Maybe we shall see.
Indeed. I'm still trying not to go too far ahead of myself.
Understand. It's just good to be prepared. And
Absolutely.
with that, I shall call session here because if I can remember, it is 11:09.
I need to fucking go to bed.
Yes, Josh, Dale.